Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smallmouth Crush, now under new management. Things have just gotten out of hand, guys. I think if you're a fan of Smallmouth Crush, you saw that, you knew that. You could see this coming. The writing was on the wall. You didn't even have to be able to read. It was also in Braille. It was there. You could smell it. You could feel it. And finally, new management for Smallmouth Crush. My name is Ken Duke. Welcome to Smallmouth Crush. We'll be joined, of course, by Brian the Carpenter momentarily. Not a satellite effort for Bass After Dark. No, not at all. This is going to be a new, enterprising, serious effort where, of course, we will talk about the reset, the big reset. But we're going to talk about it in very different terms. And we're going to talk about it because we actually have the dates and times when the big reset will occur. But the main thing I want you to know is that Smallmouth Crush continues. Smallmouth Crush will be around for a long time yet. And we're going to talk about smallmouth bass. Those are the brownish ones, right? I think that's right. I live in Florida, so it's hard for me to really comment on smallmouth bass, although I have caught a few. But the main thing I want you to know is, again, we're going to be here every week, Monday, 8 p.m. for Smallmouth Crush, just as usual. Just as usual. And I want to talk a little bit right now, if we can, about some of the reasons why we had to take the show over. And that is that our buddy Epic Eric was just getting too much resistance. JP, Travis, all the back and forth, all the nonsense. All the nonsense, as our buddy Pete Glusick would say. And of course, Pete will be a regular part of the show too. And Mike Iaconelli, because we need to bring the old Ike Live crowd back in. And I think that's only good for the channel. And we're going to bring in other elements too. We're going to have Matt Pangrak. He's going to be a regular, have a weekly segment on the show. So it's going to be like Bass After Dark, Ike Live, Bass Talk Live. And we're kicking, and of course, Smallmouth Crush will be the first name in there, but we're going to bring in all those elements as well. And I'm a big fan of Hank Parker. If you didn't know that, Hank is a friend of mine, and Hank Parker Outdoors will also have a segment in all of this. And we will be talking about the world record largemouth bass each week as well. So we'll have regular visits by biologists. We're going to talk significantly about the new breakdown of the largemouth and the Florida bass. We're going to Manabu Kurita will have a monologue in each show. It'll be in Japanese, but you'll learn the language. It takes a little time, but you'll learn it because, hey, you're the smartest podcast audience out there. At least that's what Epic Eric has told us. And, all of this is you're going to find it's going to meld together. It's going to be just an amazing thing. Pat Renwick. Pat's going to be joining the show very soon. He'll probably be on tonight. So Stray Cast will be a part of this episode as well. And it's all going to come in together in one big happy pot. The divisiveness is over. That's what I'm saying, folks. The divisiveness is over. Please welcome one of the many co-hosts we'll have on the show. You know him, you love him. You can't fish without him. Brian the Carpenter. Dining. You can't dine without him.
E, you're supposed to hit the sound applause right there, buddy.
Oh, I forgot. Where's Nathan? Nathan is going to be our engineer on this show.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah. And we lost him.
There he goes.
It really is just you and me. We have taken over. We have taken over Smallmouth Crush.
That's right.
Yeah, Duke.
Or not.
That was epic. I was crying. I wish I should have just put myself on and then muted myself. I'm crying. That's so good. Guys, I want you to know that I sprung that on Ken Duke with 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go.
I think with 2.5 or less.
I think 2.5 or less.
Yeah.
That's
and I did a lousy job, but
that's a world record brain opening right there, folks.
Let's
give it up for Ken Duke. Come on, everybody. How many people love that?
That was sad.
That was really fantastic. The Bass After Dark takeover, the guest Renwick. That's why I had to bring BTC on. It's one of his favorite guys in the biz.
Yeah, I was running out of podcast names, and I'm glad you caught me when you did, because I was going to have to start bringing in troll shows at this point.
Oh, yes.
It was that bad.
Right.
But no, I'd like to forgive the usual Smallmouth Crush crowd. You guys deserve better. And now that Epic Eric has joined the show, you have got better. You have got better now.
I don't know about that, man. So thank you guys for joining me, man. Last minute, of course. I got a call from Travis last night about 8:00, and he goes, "Bro, I need you to run the show." And I said that he goes, "Do you have any guests in mind?" I'm like, at this late date, and I'm like, my two favorite people on the planet. I want to invite them on. He goes, "Great idea." So I sent the text. These guys were like, "Absolutely, thank you guys for last minute."
You didn't tell me Travis wasn't coming on though.
So what you're saying is, would you have come on if you knew Travis wasn't going to post up?
No, he's saying he would not have come on if he knew I was going to be on. But you did send it as a group text.
I did. So BTC, what is it?
I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the sacrifices I made tonight to fit this in, and this bastard ain't even here.
Well, you
This
know,
bastard.
he may make an appearance because I think sometime he may be watching. Travis, are you watching right now secretly? Are you lurking? Is Travis a lurker?
He's a lurker.
He's a lurker.
Wait,
Let's
he's
take
a lurker.
bets, everybody. Everybody in the chat right now. How many people think Travis is lurking right now, watching his baby? I want to see.
Is that what he's doing? He's got kid duty.
I don't know. No, I think it's just, you know, he's in the thick of guiding. He's doing doubles every day. The guy.
Stop it.
I know.
I can't-
Exactly.
No Purple Hearts for fishing guides. Sorry.
Very true. Very true. So, guys, let's talk about Bass After Dark. I mean, this is a new show. It's an internet sensation. I see you guys are rocking the new lids. They're beautiful. Tell us about Bass After Dark for those of you who don't know Ken Duke and BTC. I mean, do you guys really need any introduction? I'll try.
I would say so.
Okay, Ken Duke, former editor of Bassmaster Magazine, historian, all-knowing and powerful. Like, if there's a fact in bass fishing, Ken Duke will come up with it. And let me tell you, when I call Ken Duke privately, he slays me. He had me cracking up the first 30 seconds. He was testing the light, and I go, "That one." And he goes, "Well, that's no light, complete darkness. That's why you like it the most, because you can't see my face." And he kills me every time. BTC, I mean, wow, best fake producer, Carpenter, fisherman in the game, formerly producer of the Ike Live show, one of my favorites of all time in the old studio, Bass University, Carpenter, friend, father. I mean, I could go on. And love maker, date aficionado. Hey, since you mentioned love maker, thank you for that lead in. I appreciate that. Who likes morning wood? I know I do, and I got some morning wood this morning. Do you guys mind if I show you my morning wood? This is a PG show.
Whip it out.
Oh,
there it is. Yeah, baby, on a shirt. It's gonna be available. You guys have been asking for it. Morning wood is here, man. I know Darius King is watching right now. So we printed them up, man, right here. Right, fresh wood, hot off the press. Hot off the presses, man.
I don't know if I'm applauding out of appreciation for the logo or relief, but thank you for showing us your morning wood.
You're welcome. And you know, we could just I gotta hold up one of the inspirations for morning wood. I mean, this is the Epic Shad, painted by TK Stanley himself in an old school color that I love, and hand carved by Marty Burns.
Wow.
With a single ticker. And let me tell you something, that has put some money in the boat for me over the years. So thank you, Marty Burns. Thank you, TK Stanley, and everybody that appreciates the Epic Shad. That's a giant flat side balsa Ken. When I go down to fish with Lee Sisson, I'm going to throw the Epic Shad in addition to Bagley's, because I couldn't do them that way. But I think as a bait maker, I think he will appreciate this bait. If he can get me in that 5-foot range on a shell bar. Now, if it's 8 foot, I've got the medium diver now. There it is.
It's a beautiful bait, and Lee will appreciate it.
He really will, especially when he sees the action in the water, how it backs out of cover. So anyway, what'd you guys think of the morning wood shirt? You like?
Yeah. I like. All your designs are terrific. And you know you've got the real BTC on the show because he's yet to make eye contact with us. He's looking at his
I'm taking notes of who's making smart remarks.
Ah.
Yeah, are we going to have a smart
Taking
remark
names.
contest tonight? What? So you guys
do
have
that.
you
Bad
guys have
comments.
bad comments. We could have crushing comments.
Oh,
So BTC,
soul crushing comments.
we're not going to copy you because we don't have an intern, so there's just no way we could keep up with all that. But it would be nice if we see a crushing comment tonight that we could do like a little giveaway because I've got some things to give away. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. So you guys got the show notes.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I got those. They're here somewhere.
We refer to page 1 of 1 in the show notes. So just a little behind the scenes, a little housekeeping. This is where I'm going to talk about, like this stream is meandering. It truly is like a stream going through a forest. You never know where it's going to go. Ken, you've told me that. And neither do I. Sometimes we have a topic, sometimes we don't, but most often we don't. Now, compare that to the first time I ever appeared on Bass University, got on a conference call. There's like 5 people. There's show notes. It's written out. Like stick to it. Don't start talking about it offline. Save that for the show. And then Bass After Dark, same thing. Really nicely done. Show notes, organized. Of course, you veer off topic a little bit, but anyway, I love your guys' show. It's one of my favorites. I think you guys talk about the important things in bass fishing. They're thought-provoking. Ken, your monologues are unbelievable, and BTC, your dark thoughts are always dark and always hilarious, and sometimes brief and sometimes long. I dig it. And I've loved every time I've been on the show. So thank you.
Oh,
I think I've told you more. Yeah. So a deal was made last night. The last couple times I've been invited on Bass After Dark, I had to say no.
10 times, maybe?
You think I have sent 10? Do I get the record for
a lot? Oh, you've turned us down more than anyone.
Oh, God.
But I will say there's some people who have sort of.
But you've also been invited a lot.
Yeah, been invited a lot, and there are some people who we can only assume have turned us down because they don't reply.
And well, I know one of them that won't come back.
Oh yeah, apparently.
Yeah. All right, so I want everybody to guess who it is. Ken, can you cue up that?
Well, I think it's pretty easy, but yeah, if anybody wants to guess who it is,
right.
I think they're going to have no trouble. Lately, I've been kind of spoofing this guy in some of our promo videos. I will take any round object I can find, and I'll say, hey guys, welcome to the channel. I consider the electric toaster a cheater box. If you can't make your own toast without an electric toaster, you're cheating. Pretty
Everybody
easy.
got it. Lee got it right out of the gate. Anthony's right there. Anthony's hilarious. I watch Anthony on your show. He has some of the best bad comments. Has he ever won? Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony's awesome.
Oh yeah.
We have Anthony. Yeah. We have Blake Rader. We have Diggs Outdoors. We have so many.
Oh yeah.
Really funny. Sam Axe. My God, some really funny people.
He's good. Absolutely.
And we appreciate them all. We appreciate them by giving them prizes that we don't actually mail them, but that's about to change.
All right. So I saw a few comments. I want to clear things up. Travis, this was a spoof right out of the gate in the early moments. I gave him free range to do anything he wanted. I asked for a monologue because he always opens Bass After Dark with a monologue. He was brilliant as always. No surprise. So guys, no worries. Travis is still the owner of the show. Bass After Dark is not taking over.
Whoa.
I invited two of my
the hell we ain't. I ain't in here for nothing.
That's you promised each of us a third of the show.
That's right.
You said Travis was out. It's Epic Eric, Ken, BTC. We each have a third.
Right. Did you get the paperwork yet?
Well, you said it was in the mail.
If it ain't in writing, it ain't worth shit. All right. Well, tell us about Bass After Dark, man. You've launched. You're well into how many shows now?
600.
About 75. About 75 shows.
Wow. Because you're committed to a weekly show. I think you've only missed a few weeks since you started.
Yeah. BTC can answer this question better than me.
All right.
BTC controls the vibe of the show. He really is the heart of the show.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right. What was the question?
What has been your favorite show yet? Ken?
Ooh. Ooh, I gotta go with a few. We did one on what happened to the world record bass chase.
Yeah. Oh, sorry,
That
guys.
was,
Didn't mean to
that
do
was
that.
a blast. We did one on what do you need to know about crawdads, where we had Zachary Loftman, the crawdad doctor. He was spectacular.
Yeah.
We've had shows on what do you need to know about crankbaits with guys like David Fritz and Lee Sisson.
Yep.
We've done.
That was color.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That was a color show.
Rich was color.
Does
and-
lure color matter?
Yeah, does lure color matter? And Keith Jones.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones from the
Dr.
Pure
Jones.
Fishing heyday, and
That was good. That was good. I
wow.
like that one.
And I don't have any prep for this question, but those are some that really come to mind. Is Your Retrieve Up to Speed was a fun show.
That was a really good
cool
one. We
stuff.
got
That was good.
that was when Wheeler jumped in.
Well, we had Jacob on that show to begin with. He was one of the scheduled guests, but Jacob, along with Lee Sisson and Jimmy Liao.
That's right.
But we've had some fun gate crashers. We've had guys crash the show like Byron Velvick and Jacob Wheeler and Kyle Patrick, and that's been a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Epic Eric's always welcome to crash.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Somebody mentioned the Crawdaddy, Dr. Crawdad show was fantastic. Wow.
It was a blast to me because we bring in the foremost expert on crawfish, Zachary Loftman, and we brought in two guys who we thought, wow, these guys are experts in craw style baits, jig, baits.
Oh, dude.
So we had Mike McClelland and Gary Klein.
Yeah, they asked more questions. They were fascinated.
Yeah, they were total spectators on that show, and
totally were. Totally did for sure. And BTC had the comment of the night. Dr. Crawdaddy, riddle me this: have you punched more smallmouth or caught more smallmouth in the last year? Something like that.
I think I did say that.
No, yes, you absolutely did say that. You asked him that question. Got a question for you, Dr. Crawdaddy. Have you punched or caught more?
BTC has to get a word in edgewise sometimes with me there, but he always has the best comments.
He does. It's biting, it's deadpanned, it's dry. He doesn't crack himself up. What is that?
Tequila?
BTC, you make me want to drink. Like I want to go.
Indeed.
Do you ever all right, this is a tough one. Worst show ever.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
One you wish you could do over.
Block at Milliken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Block at Milliken.
But that was your most popular show ever.
By far, not close. But talk about being a spectator on our own show. That's what we were that night.
Yeah, it was a hostile takeover.
Wow.
It was somewhat by design. Brian and I knew that if those two got into it, we had already planned to lay back and let them go. But it was more than I imagined.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took on a demeanor that nobody expected, I think.
Another really horrible show was what's the worst bass lure of all time? And because I wasn't on, that was the first show I couldn't be on.
Right.
And they had much fun at my expense, Eric.
Did they?
Oh, it was terrible.
Do you remember which one?
A lot of ripping and tearing. A lot of ripping and tearing.
I don't remember that part. What was, does anybody remember what was voted as the worst lure ever?
I think pretty much the consensus was the hover lure, as it has to be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I've got a hover lure behind me somewhere. Easily the worst lure of all time.
The dragonfly on the lily pad? Is that the one?
Yeah.
And then the helicopter lure had to be close second.
I think I'm not going to say the helicopter is a good lure, but I think the helicopter is more maligned than it deserves.
Okay, fair.
Here's
What
a
was the
question
one that-
from Bass and Hog TV.
Oh, thank you. BTC.
Should pro tournaments regulate the speed of bass boats in order to prevent accidents?
Oh, the show
BTC is
just
taking over your show.
He is.
I pretended to take over your show, Eric.
Right.
Brian's actually trying to do it.
He just did it. Ken,
Well-
I'll let you answer first. You've been in the pro game the longest of anybody here. Well, maybe not. BTC. Oh, okay. Well, you were Bassmaster, so you covered the pro sport.
Who?
You were around at BTC. I mean, when did you start?
Ken's shit. It ain't even
20,
close.
20 years. Okay, gotcha.
Ken's
Ken,
100 years older than Brian.
Yeah, it ain't even close.
All right. What do you got, Ken? Yes, no, maybe?
I think the problem with the leagues instituting rules about horsepower and speed and stuff like that, it has one big problem, is it also retards the marine industry. And for 30 years almost, Ray Scott and BASS held the marine industry back by restricting BASS tournament boats to 150 horsepower. That's fine. You can do a lot of lip service about how that's safer and all that, and it's got to be true to some extent. But you're also holding back the outboard manufacturers and the boat manufacturers, and I'm not sure that it's worth it. When you see most of the problems, I think most of the problems you have with regard to boating safety have less to do with speed than common sense.
Yeah.
A follow-up question. Who's responsible? Who retarded Travis?
What?
Well, Ken's saying that
like a governor.
The leagues,
on,
the leagues retarded.
I wish he stopped saying that.
See, this is what Brian does. He asks one question in every show, which brings everything to a halt. And I love it. But sometimes it makes me go like this, like.
I know. Me too.
It's a fair question.
What is
right,
Eric? You've been around Travis longer than any of us. You have a guess as to the
YouTube?
Yes, is to blame for this.
YouTube gnosis.
Okay.
YouTube gnosis. Ken and I had a conversation earlier before the stream started. I have a few things in my mind that I might have mentioned on the show before. And we talked about the difference between one is a physical problem, the other is a disease. So YouTube-gnosis is a disease that Ken Duke has named. Well, I took the word structure and applied it in a way that Ken showed me earlier, moments ago.
I think that works.
YouTube-gnosis. Who does anybody suffer from YouTube-gnosis? Ken?
Most of the people I know suffer from YouTube-gnosis.
America suffers from
America.
YouTube-gnosis.
America.
Facebook-gnosis. Twitter-gnosis. Right?
It's horrible.
Right.
And we actually have done shows kind of about that, Eric. We've talked about things like how the media controls the narrative on bass fishing, or how and we've talked about I've done monologues about the people I most detest.
You did. That was a good one.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. But
yes,
I think that's one of the biggest problems we face right now is just the trolls.
It's the Jerry Springer syndrome.
No, it's the ultra crepidarians, and Brian can tell
yes, that is a word.
Ding, 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 ding. That's the bell sound. That's the bell sound effect that we've installed here at Smallmouth Crush. Ding, ding, ding. That's a dollar word.
Ultra crepidarian.
Right. You can get a 5 center. You can get a penny word, 5 cent, 10, nickel. All the denominations, all the way up to a buck. The buck is it's the penultimate. Ding, 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 ding. That's a 50 center.
I tripped across this word somehow. I don't even know where it popped in my vision, but it's a real word. Can you
type it into the comments? There it is. Look at that.
Ultra-crepidarian.
And
the definition is
fantastic. A person who spews, talks a lot about things they know nothing about.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Wow.
I'd never heard that.
Major.
I was a journalism major.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I might have got the definition slightly wrong. Ken, you could probably refine that.
Oh, you nailed it. And I'm a big fan of your thesis when you were going for your PhD and you wrote ultra crepidarianism in me. That's what was.
It's true. I admit it. I'll be right back. Take over, please. I have to go do something. You guys control the show right now.
I got this one. I got it. Ken, Matthew
Yes,
Weimer wants to know what is in those green binders behind you. Great question, Matthew. Enjoy. Enjoy.
All right, Matthew, we'll just grab one here.
This is amazing.
I keep track of all reports of giant bass. If you look a little closer at this one, you see this is from 2000 to 2004. And these are all the published reports I've been able to find on fish over 18 pounds. And I keep them in these volumes, and I'm adding to them all the time. Right now there are 12 of them, but I'm going to have to expand here pretty soon. I keep a list of all the fish that have been, reported over 18 pounds that have some legitimacy perhaps to them. And I practice what I preach, man. I try not to be an ultra crepidarian.
This is true.
There's enough of that. So yeah, that's the green ones. They're on largemouth Florida bass. There's some red ones up a little higher that are smallmouth. There are some blue ones that are spotted bass. But all that stuff is my archive and library of such things.
Amazing.
Oh,
it exists nowhere else.
I'm having so much fun. I was listening, and that's fascinating. If you pulled out a book, the yellow book, I want you to pull out the yellow book behind you on top shelf, because there's many. Yes, that one.
This one is a work in progress.
Oh, well, this is interesting then.
Well, it's a work in progress about various state records that don't reach the 18-pound mark. Okay, but I also have a great many folders.
Well, that's like every state record except for 3, right? Or 4.
Well, I don't know. No, it is. That's true. That's true. But I also have these indexed folders for stuff like, here's stuff on Florida records through the years, and they're all alphabetized and all. So way too much paper in my office. Way too much.
That's pretty incredible. Brian, pick up the closest lure to you right now. And then on the count of 3, I want you to show it. Ken, do you have one?
A lure that's close to me. Yeah, I got several lures that are close to me, but let's see, which is the closest. Can
anybody identify Brian's lure? I know it. And then can anybody identify my lure, which I painted myself, by the way?
Penis popper.
Is that one of Lee Sisson's walking baits?
No, that's a big M walk. That's a big M walking bait.
I'm not sure my mic will let me go.
Oh, that's okay.
The closest one to me is let's see. It's right there. It's actually just a jig hanging off a hook, but it's a jig that Todd Faircloth was showing me one time, and
wow. And
I said, "Oh, I'm going to keep that." Just the way he rigged it, and I liked it. I wanted to remember it, so it hangs right there.
All right.
Most of the lures in my office are strange and offbeat and have a special meaning to me.
Where's this jig at? Just a legend jig.
Right there.
Can you get it and hold it?
It's against a black background, so it's really hard to see.
So his mic won't let him.
All right, I'm gonna unclip my mic and go get it.
He's gonna unplug. And then BTC, are you near your favorite lure in your garage right now?
I have to have a favorite.
No, a special one that brings back special memories of a special catch.
My favorite.
And then I want you to. There, and there it is again, Ken.
It's a walking bait.
I missed it. He has to show me again.
BTC, you got to show them again. There you go. That was given to you by Todd Faircloth.
Yeah. Todd gave me that one. And
I missed it.
Look, it's a swim jig. Is that a Strike King swim jig?
I don't have to answer that question.
Ooh.
It's just handed to me in confidence.
Can I tell you guys a story about a lure that had special meaning for me, and it happened on the Upper Bay last week.
Yes, please.
All right. So one of my favorite fishermen of all time was Aaron Martins. My favorite robo worm lure color is Aaron's Morning Dawn. So I searched because I had some DC1 and DC2 Timber Tiger blanks. And I searched for some nail polish that I thought would duplicate the Aaron's Morning Dawn color. And some of the earlier viewers of this show will remember this, but this is the one I painted with nail polish, Ken.
That's beautiful.
So there's the top, there's the side, and there's the pearl white belly. So that's to my knowledge the first Aaron's Morning Dawn crankbait ever done. I sent the bottles of nail polish to TK Stanley, and he painted as many as I sent him, and we sold them on a live stream, and they sold out. It was a combo pack, and then I took the profits and matched it and donated it to the Aaron Martins Family Fund. We raised like $500 bucks. Nice. So really? I kept maybe one or two sets, and I finally got the courage to go out and throw the DC2 Timber Tiger, and this is the color that TK painted with my nail polish. By the way, he did me one better. I love the big red eye on it. By the way, he would have done paint eyes, but I demanded the red eye, and I threw the bigger one, the DC2, and I caught one of our biggest 5 bass that day on the Aaron's Morning Dawn DC2 Timber Tiger.
That's awesome, dude.
And I talked to him on the boat. I did a little video and I talked to Aaron, man. So I just wanted to share that moment. That was super special. It was an incredible day on the bay. Brian, I think we caught over 100 bass. It was ridiculous. I was with Jack Rinkers, a buddy of mine. The flats were on fire, like 25 fish. Anything from 12 inches to maybe 1.5 pounds was the smallest to close to 7. It was quite a day.
Place is on fire right now.
It is.
I'm going Wednesday with Ike in Vegas
on the bay. How come I donated $3,500 to the Ike Foundation and you get first dibs? What's up with that? I still haven't got my trip.
You should take it.
No, I can't. I'll be out of town. I'm waiting until he retires. I want his full attention. Right?
It's a half day. He's picking up Vegas at noon at school.
Right? Oh my gosh, that's gonna be ready for it. I don't even know what it's gonna be like. They could lock on. What's the moon phase? Does anybody know right now? Ken, do you know?
I do not know, sir.
All right, let me look.
We did a good show on moon phases though once on Bass After Dark.
That was one of my favorites.
All right, so it's a new moon, BTC. So Ken, here's a question.
Yes, sir. But first, I have a question for you.
Oh,
if you don't mind, since I've taken over.
Not at all.
With Brian.
Yes, yes.
We're always on Smallmouth Crush. We're always hearing you talk about touching up baits with nail polish and coloring them and stuff like that.
Yes.
Was that an effort to get some unique and different colors, or was that simply an easy way to explain the nail polish that was always showing up in your nails?
Yes and yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I need that recipe.
No more questions, Your Honor.
I got the bottles. I could give you the recipe.
I want the recipe.
It might take up a whole bottle to paint that, John. If TK, would you be opposed to sending a bait to TK and letting him use the thinner lacquer to do it right, or do you want me to just? I got to see how many bottles are left. It's out of production color.
What?
Yeah, they're right there. They're right there.
Out of production color.
Oh yeah.
Which one? The back or the side?
The back, and maybe the side too.
What?
I can't remember. I gotta look.
Oh my god.
I bought a stock of it so that if I ever wanted to paint more of them and raise a little bit more money, because now it has the Aaron's Aaron Martin's family fund, there's now an Aaron Martin's kids fund, I believe, Ken Duke. So if anybody wants to help, you can go to GoFundMe and you can type in the Aaron Martin's family fund. I don't know if it's still open, but I think there's a new one, which is their kids fund. So if you feel inspired to help out, please do.
Yeah, what a great cause. A great human being, Aaron Martin's. I loved Aaron.
Truly, truly, truly.
Frank
Scalise Jr. says, "I bet his dad could make that color." No, Frank Scalise Jr. I'm the originator. I'm just kidding, man. I didn't make that color. Anybody can paint a crankbait in there. I did tie a swim jig in Aaron's morning dawn. It turned out pretty good. Where did I? Okay, here's a guess for you, BTC. I found the perfect skirt color. It was a JDM color, and it had a JDM bait company name on it, which is one of my favorites. You know me. And I sent you, this is another clue, I sent you one of their crankbaits, my favorite of all time. JDM. Think Finesse. Who's the company?
It was a shot.
Yes. You remember?
Yeah.
The worming cranking shot.
Yeah.
By
that JDM company that you like so much.
Norris. Yeah, they got it. I gave him a lot of clues.
A lot of clues.
Everybody, a lot of clues. You want me to show you?
Dude, that thing hunts too.
Yeah, it does. It's a bad bitch.
I was just throwing an egregiously chartreuse one.
I would love to do a show on finesse cranking. I would love to do. There's so many shows.
We'll put it together and invite you, but can't make any promises to show up.
Do you think any pros out there still finesse crank?
Define finesse crank. What's finesse crank?
All right, that's a great question, Ken. Two things can define it.
Very much.
1.0.
The size line, the size bait, and the situation that demands a finesse bait to be presented. And action.
I'm still not clear.
Would you like to add to it, Ken? Brian, would you like to add to what I just said?
I would say it's a small ass crankbait.
Yeah, I said size, little, tiny.
So what are we talking about? Less than a quarter ounce? Is that finesse cranking?
No,
is what Rick Clunn did with 14 and 17 pound test line and those little Norman baits in the 80s and 90s. Is that finesse cranking?
Yes.
He did it with heavy line and 7 foot medium heavy rods.
No problem. I like it.
That was finesse cranking.
Because that's shape and size. That's what the bass were dialed into. But the question is, if he cut that off and threw a Bomber 6A, would he have caught him? We'll never know.
We'll never know. Thank you. That's an honest answer from an angler.
It is.
I love it. I love getting honest answers from anglers. There you go. There's Norman baits.
I'll give you an example. If anybody knows me, they know I love the Man's Baby -1. It is my favorite. Super. No, it's a subsurface bait. You can wake it for sure. The baby 1-.
Okay.
The big. You can wake it. You're right. You can wake it. I don't fish it that way. I fish it subsurface 99 times out of 100, and I'm contacting that grass. I wait till that tide gets. There's a Timber Tiger DC3. That's a bat. You got to throw that. Throw it in the nastiest shit you can find, and just wind it. Just reel it. Anyway, so Ken, there was a day on the Potomac. We all had -1s. My river rat homies, right? 3 guys on the boat. Throwing -1s. I pull out a Jackal because I have plumbed and searched every super shallow crankbait I could find. There might be new releases that I don't know about because at some point I just quit, right? But the Jackal Cherry O for 0 foot outproduced all baits. I matched the hatch, in my opinion. In the summertime, there's a bay anchovy that is very prevalent in the Potomac River. This was a summertime deal. See, I like the show and tell, man. This is good. And Ken, that's what the fish wanted. It was crazy. So it was really more about size that day. And I don't think it mattered what I was throwing it on in terms of line size or rod or reel. Didn't need a bait finesse. You know, the bait threw fine with my regular cranking stick.
Right.
Just one of the smaller profile.
Bobby Colson, who is a frequent winner on our bad comments thing. Man is funny. He was talking about, he mentioned the shad wrap in a comment, and this number 5 shad wrap, is that finesse cranking?
Heck yeah, in my mind, for sure.
Shad wrap.
Oh my gosh, the number 5 is definitely finesse cranking in my book.
I caught 2 big ones in a spring derb with Travis on the Chesapeake on the 1.0.
Oh, the 1.0, a good one. Somebody just mentioned the Lucky Craft 0.5. No question about it. The Suddeth Little Earl, one of my favorite all-time baits. Catch fish across the country.
What is it?
Made in a. This is the Suddeth Little Earl. Yep, out of South Carolina.
Oh,
my favorite bait. The old bronze.
That's your favorite bait? That is your favorite bait?
No.
What is your favorite bait?
It's an impossible question for me.
No, it's not an impossible question. Pick one.
Crankbait.
No, your place is on fire, and you can go in and you can grab.
I'm laying down in the fire to be burned up with it.
You get one bait out. What is it?
I'm going to cover my body with Marty Burns wood and go out.
Give me the short list.
I can't do it. It's impossible.
Yes, you can.
People have tried to corner me before, and I won't do it. Just won't. I can't. It's impossible.
What lure in your collection has the most sentimental value for you?
Oof. Man, that's a great question, but I don't know that there's one right now. There'd have to be a few. I'd have to pick each category.
Give me the short list.
Man, I don't.
When I asked you your favorite lure earlier, I wasn't talking about, well, I really like a 1/4 ounce spinnerbait white with.
Right.
No, I want your favorite lure, the bait that you'd be lost without. But now I'm asking a different question. I'm asking you for your individual favorite, sentimental favorite bait. Brian, please be prepared to answer this question as well.
No.
Yes.
Oh, it's bullshit. I can't.
I think it's changed over the years. I'll say I can't live without my Rusty Big M. He made a custom bait for me. It's to my spec. It's what I wanted. Spring flat side in that color. It's caught fish for me from Kerr, Bugs Island to the Potomac to the Upper Bay, wherever I throw it.
Okay, that's your favorite lure, but now give me your sentimental favorite. Or give me your short list of sentimental favorites. Sentimental
meaning like it has some meaning. Well, I just showed you the one, the Aaron Morning Dawn, right? Timber Tiger for sure. To catch a fish on that, that's sentimental to me.
I get it, but Aaron never touched that bait.
No, it's true. I don't know that any pro ever touched it.
You had a couple of amazing talents create that for you.
All right. I talked to Mike Step and he signed a bait for me and sent it to me.
That could be it. There you go, Mike Step, a protege of Fred Young. Yes. Made and signed that bait. That's fantastic.
After I talked to him on the phone about his baits and about how his baits were used, made, how he thought he improved on the Big O. Yeah. And then he said, people know me for my crankbait, but I've got a walking bait that'll knock your socks off.
You're going to make me
decide one of those two.
You're going to force me to take down my homemade tackle box that a buddy of mine made for me named Gene Meisenheimer. And it's a gorgeous tackle box. And most of my really treasured things are in it. And it's right over there.
Yeah. You know what? I can't believe somebody just mentioned one of the sentimental favorites, man. It's my Junebug crankbait, the OG, man. The one that caught a smallmouth on the first cast that I painted with nail polish. That one. This one, that one too, Mike. You got to move over. It's that.
You gave me a crankbait that is in the box. I'm telling you about, Eric. A bait that you gave me earned its way into that box.
I know, right? Look, it still has this bait has only caught one fish, and that's how deep that fish ate that bait. That's the first Junebug crankbait I've ever seen. I hunted for the nail polish. And one of the colors is, and I don't mind telling it because it's called Mermaid.
That ain't Junebug.
Dude, it's my Junebug. It's Junebug red, by the way. And by the way, there's some red in there, bro. Yeah, you can't tell on the camera, man. It's purple as fuck.
Is it?
Yes.
It looks black and blue.
And this is my black and blue, by the way.
Guys, this all inspires me. I love it, man. I love it. Did you see the tug life? Who likes the tug life? Can I show you guys how I like the tug life?
Whoa. You gonna whip it out again?
That's yeah.
There it is. Tug life shirts coming to the Vats Lab. Woo-hoo!
Did you do a wardrobe change?
I did. Did
did.
you not notice?
Damn.
You did a wardrobe change.
I did a
Holy
wardrobe. I
shit.
said you guys have to take over the show. There may be
Wow.
one more appearance tonight. I don't know.
I did one
Yeah.
earlier too, but it was just underwear. Go ahead.
And Anthony's a fan, man. He's got the hat, buddy. He rocks it. I love it, man. He's thrown a lot of Bass Lab lure. He's a total supporter of
Anthony?
the bass fishing community. Anthony is, man. He's a good dude. He's funny as hell. He's a stick.
He's hilarious.
Oh man, he is hilarious, man. He keeps it real, man. Yep. Slumpy Grumpy. 3 grown-ass men holding up random lures to the camera.
What the fuck you want us to do, Stumpy? You know what I mean? I could be inside with my family right now. I'm out here to entertain you.
Wow. Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to shift gears a little bit, Ken, which is going to require you to do a wardrobe change.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you guys, if you for the regular viewers tonight, you guys know that I'm a huge fan of what I'll call the natural bassin man, and the natural bassin man is not the machine fishing man, right? So Ken Duke is now part of the NPFL. It was one of the most exciting turns in professional bass fishing for me personally. I'm not making a statement for anybody else. This is for me. This is how I like to fish, and this is what I like to watch. And so I am super stoked that there's a league that shows bass fishing the way I feel like I used to like to watch it, man. I feel like bass fishing's back, and I think John Cox said the same damn thing. So Ken Duke, welcome, Ken Duke from the National Professional Fishing League.
Hey, for the National Professional Fishing League, I mean, I'm privileged to work with those folks. They're the best group of people. I've worked with all the leagues, and this is the best group of people I've had the opportunity to work with.
Wow. Tell us more. Why?
They have integrity. They have standards and ethics, and I'm not saying that the others don't, but I would just say that my own ideals align much more closely with the ownership group at NPFL. Brad Fuller, Michelle Fuller, Mike and Catherine Como, Paul Benson, Al McCullough. These are wonderful people. Their hearts are in the right place. They're building something that I hope everybody finds out about and tries to and gives a chance, because I think it's an important path and road in the future of bass fishing. And it may not be for everybody. If you're a big fan of forward-facing sonar, then it may not be for you, because right now forward-facing sonar is prohibited in competition at the NPFL. But it's not prohibited because the NPFL doesn't like forward-facing sonar. It's prohibited because that was the best available business move. And now I think, to some extent, we're in an exciting period in the world of professional bass fishing. If you want to see forward-facing sonar all the time, you can watch the Bassmaster Elite Series. If you want to see it some of the time, check out the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour. And if you like old school bass fishing, then you've got NPFL. And it's really rewarding to see how a lot of big time anglers and a lot of audience is gravitating toward NPFL.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So tell us about how the season has started, the changes that have been made, and what can we expect maybe in 2026? I mean, some big names have shown up. I've enjoyed it, man. It's thrilling watching Greg Hackney. I mean, he was super entertaining. It was just fun.
Yeah, it's the season started out, and in a lot of ways, it couldn't have been better. You had 2 kind of old school standouts.
Yeah.
In Jason Christie winning the first event at Santee Cooper with 82 pounds over 3 days. These are 3-day tournaments at NPFL. There are no cuts. Everybody fishes every day. Christie won that tournament with 82 pounds. Then we were at Lake Norman on the North Carolina, South Carolina border just a couple of weeks ago. And Greg Hackney won that tournament. And he was mostly sight fishing, mostly looking at him on beds and stuff like that. A much different derby, not the slugfest we saw at Santee, but another old school way of catching them, sight fishing and stuff like that. So we're watching a couple of 51-year-old guys win events, and they're not looking at a screen. They're dissecting the cover in front of them. Christy won on a spinnerbait.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened a lot in recent years, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah. I mean, a spinnerbait was part of one of my biggest wins, so I can identify, and I think that's really neat. That's cool stuff, man. So do you feel like they've got the momentum to pick up? Because Bobby Colson just said it, man. He feels like they're a couple of bigger pros away from really making a move, man.
Well, I think in that regard, that happened. That has already happened.
Yeah.
There are, if you look at the field for the NPFL this year, I mean, we're talking about people like, of course, Hackney and Christie, but also people like Patrick Walters, Kyle Welcher, Caleb Kufal, Hank Cherry, Drew Cook, Bill Lowen, Shane LaHue, Tommy Biffle, David Fritz. And as important as it is, and as valuable as it is to have those big names come join the league, and some of them have been there for a couple of years now, but it's more important that the audience follows.
Absolutely. You're right.
Because without the audience, NPFL cannot continue to grow. And one of the limiting factors coming into this season, it's no secret, was there were a lot more pros that wanted to come over and fish NPFL. A lot more big name pros.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
But their sponsors would not support them.
Oh, wow.
At NPFL because NPFL did not have a track record of bringing the eyeballs to the show.
Okay, got it.
Now that's changing in 2025. And I think that by 2026, you're going to see another avalanche of big names.
Wow, that's fantastic to hear.
But honestly, I believe that if you're talking about anything other than, forward facing, I think NPFL has as stout and as noteworthy a roster of anglers as anybody.
Sure.
We don't have Drew Gill, and Drew Gill is the 22-year-old dominant figure of forward facing. But if it's somebody who's catching them in a more conventional way, NPFL's got most of those guys.
What's his name? The kid from Maine.
Tyler Williams. Yeah.
Tyler Williams.
I love Tyler Williams.
He jumped in because he said he wanted to see if he could test his skills and do it that way. I respect that. I said that on the Bass After Dark. That was my whole dark thoughts when I filled in for BTC. That got my attention. That actually somebody that was, a young gun that was performing. He knows how he likes to fish with scope. But he said, you know what? I want to challenge myself. And I'm like, man, I didn't hear any other 22-year-old say that.
No,
I thought it was cool.
The tide is turning, and I think that's the best evidence we have of it. But the tide is turning. The last 3 or 4 years, the challenge has been, what's wrong with you old guys? You guys can't catch them with the box.
Right.
But now it's shifting, and now we need to find out how many of these young guys can catch them without it.
Right.
And Brian has got to be tired of me saying this, and I'm sure, Eric, I've mentioned it to you before, but because we mentioned Aaron earlier, Aaron Martin.
Yeah.
I still keep very careful notes and stats on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Oh yeah, you did. Tell us about this stat. This is a good one, guys.
If this doesn't encapsulate the challenge or the focus of forward facing, I don't know what does. But Aaron Martin's fished the Elite Series from 2006 until 2018, and that's when the split happened. In 2019, you had 68 Elite Series guys leave for the Bass Pro Tour. Okay, now during that era, the average Elite Series angler caught weighed in about 4.5 bass a day. That was the norm, 4.5.
Yep.
Aaron was the best. Aaron had a bigger number than anybody else. Aaron was weighing in 4.815.
Wow.
And that was the best. Nobody was doing better than that. So then the shift happens, and 68 of the top pros leave the elites to go to BPT. And and quite honestly, I'll be blunt, and some people don't like it when I say this, but the talent level in the Elite Series fell pretty precipitously.
Yep.
And the average catch fell to an all-time low of about 4.2. Doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of a season or two, that's a lot.
Sure.
Fell to 4.2. Then it started climbing back as forward-facing sonar became more prevalent, and everybody became, or especially the younger guys, the new guys to the elites, became more proficient with it, so that by 2024, the average elite angler had better numbers than Aaron Martin's.
Wow.
Now that's not, they're not better than Aaron Martin's. The entire league as a whole had a better number, catch rate number, than Aaron Martin's in his prime. That's not talent level. That's the box.
Right on.
Got nothing against the box. If that's what you enjoy, go for it.
Yeah, watch it, man, all day long. That's all I've ever said.
That was the shift too, because Ken and I would frequently have discussions about this, and over the last couple of years, and Ken's stance was always, you don't retard technology.
You got the word in again.
Yeah, well, you retard Travis, and look what happens. So it's a perfect example. You don't retard technology, and it was up until the point that you had numbers that you could grasp upon, Ken.
Yeah.
He's a numbers guy. He is.
So Ken, you didn't have that stat when I
didn't have the stat because the stat didn't exist until the season ended last year.
That's a good point.
And I finally ran the numbers, but yeah, Brian's exactly right. My stance was, we shouldn't ban technology, but it turns out that technology is an aluminum bat. And what would Major League Baseball be like with aluminum bats? Well, there'd be a lot of dead third basemen.
Pitchers.
Right.
And pitchers. Yeah, pitchers
for sure.
on throwing from behind a brick wall.
Oh, dude, I remember when in slow pitch softball, the analogy is they didn't change the ball, but they changed the bats. And the Mikan Freak in slow pitch softball was the first composite bat. They used to be aluminum. We paid a kid $20 to use his Mikan Freak that day. I sent a pitcher to the hospital because I hit his kneecap with a line drive. It was horrifying. Half the team was hitting home runs. Who'd never hit a home run. Then they started to change the ball, and they restricted the flight of the ball. But it was an amazing, just quantum leap in technology that allowed that ball to spring off that bat. It changed the game so much so they had to change the ball.
I'm glad we're talking about this because, the Bassmaster Elite Series just finished a tournament on Lake Hartwell where most of the fish were post-spawn. Yes. Ordinarily, that can be a tough time to go fishing. Well, do you know what happened?
Sure.
Every angler in the field limited every day.
I know.
Every day.
It's rare that happens.
Well, it's the third time it's happened since 2022.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
There's the box. And it happened one time.
Before that.
One time in the 16, 17 years before that, and 4 times in the last few years.
Well, there you go.
Are these anglers just that much better? No.
It's the box.
It's the box.
It's the box.
All right. So here's a question for you, Ken. Please tell everybody what your role is at NPFL, because the one thing I really love that you did the night you interviewed those guys in the ice cream shop, that was hilarious. Those two cats were funny. It was entertaining. I tuned in for the whole thing, man.
For those cats.
Thank you. Well, yes. My role at NPFL, I think my title is Media and Communications Coordinator. I'm not an employee of NPFL. I'm a contract person, and I love it. I absolutely love it. One thing that's part of my duties is I host the NPFL podcast known as Roundtable. We do Roundtable on the Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday before a tournament, and
or the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday before a tournament.
No, it's always Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Almost always.
Anyway, the night that Eric's talking about, we were doing the podcast from an ice cream shop, and the guests were Drew Cook and Patrick Walters.
Oh.
Right. I'm just showing a little trailer to a guy that was asking about it on my little Bass Lab mini buzz bait. It's a Zoom Z Craw. I cut it down, little dab of super glue will do you. That accounted for a tournament win for me with Scooter.
Very nice.
There you go.
I love the little buzz baits.
Yes, this is the Baby Buzz by Lee
Bailey.
Avatron, Lee Bailey, 1/4 and 1/8 ounce, available on the Bass Lab. And if you really want something unique, chuck an old school skirt on there. Looks like flat rubber, acts like flat rubber, but it's made out of silicone. Available on the Bass Lab. You can take an old spinner bait and make it new again. All right, sorry, Ken, for that.
No.
You make it old again.
Lisa.
See, that's what BTC does. That's what he does. See, there you go. You're trying to say something smart, BTC. You're like, we'll make it old again, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get this.
He slides
week.
it right in every week, man.
Every week, I
so
think.
Good.
I think I'm kind of steering the show this way or that way, and then Brian says something, and I realize that I have.
So BTC, look, I made that old rubber skirt was just mangled, right?
Right,
But there
right,
it is.
right.
And when's the last time you saw? And by the way, silicone is mostly translucent. These skirts are opaque. It literally, so for stained water, man, the flow of this, you can't compare silicone to the flow of this. There's smaller and longer strands. They're different widths. And this color combo, that's a sleeper right there. A little bit of lime green, yellow, and white. It is silicone made like flat living rubber. And let me tell you something, the flow of that's ridiculous.
So
I mean, when you're like giving that look,
or opaque.
It's opaque. But silicone mostly on spinner baits has become translucent. So
this skirt is transparent.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, who were those cats in the ice cream shop? Ooh,
oh yeah. Well, I just mentioned them, but for anybody,
I wasn't listening. I know. I'm sorry.
So, folks, Epic Eric is playing the role of Brian the Carpenter tonight by not listening.
I'm trying to look at the chat. I'm trying to show some stuff. Trying to answer questions. Trying to do too much. I'm too hyped up tonight. I got my 2 favorite people on the planet in studio with me tonight. That's crazy. How'd that happen?
Well, you asked.
It's just a meandering show, man. That's all it is.
We just sit around waiting to be asked to do something.
I know.
Yes.
I know. All right. So tell us about your role. And I'm sorry, I asked the question and stopped listening.
Stanley Wedge.
Yes. Best played ever.
My role, Brian's role in what? In
no, your role at the end in PFL.
Oh, I mean, I write a lot. I write the press releases. I create a lot of the content for the website. I put together a very cool NPFL record and stat book. As a matter of fact, this ties directly to you, Epic Eric. One of your friends and my friends, Timmy Reams. Timmy Reams at the next tournament, which is going to be at Douglas Lake in just about 3 weeks. Yes. Timmy Reams is going to become the first angler in NPFL history to crack 1,000 pounds.
Wow. And did you know I helped sponsor him?
Yes, I did know that. That's why I brought this up.
And did you know I helped sponsor Jason Burrows, the Barefoot Wonder?
Jason Burrows is a stick, isn't he? That guy is good.
The dude can catch them. He just won the Fishers of Men National Championship. He just won another Fishers of Men. I don't even know how many wins that is this spring for him. If there's a herring lake, my man is dialed in. He does the work.
You know what? I've been booking the next 3 episodes of the Roundtable podcast that we mentioned, and I gotta get Jason Burrows on there.
You really do. He's funny too. He's got a very dry sense of humor. It absolutely get him to talk.
And he loves to look at the chat while you're live.
Yeah, and if he doesn't mention the Bass Lab, I'm gonna be really pissed at him. You just tell him that.
Here, let's recreate a classic moment. Let's recreate a classic moment from Bass After Dark. Hey, Brian, what do you think about that topic we've been talking about for the last 15 minutes?
Sorry, Ken, I was reading the chat. That happened like 1 or 3 times. 70 shows.
Diggs Outdoors is in the house. Come up with a crushing comment. There's
Diggs is hilarious.
Welcome,
Diggs
Diggs.
is hilarious. Yes,
Anthony's
he's great.
hilarious. Anthony
Anthony.
Geis.
Anthony Geis is hilarious.
Anthony Geis is hilarious. He slays me on this show. Anthony Geis, are you here? I haven't been paying attention.
I haven't seen Geis.
Blake Rader,
Geis.
Sam Axe need to join. They're killers.
Here's funny
comments.
Here's a crushing comment. Eric's brain is so large you can't snap the back because I was reaching around. I've unsnapped the back because it was like on the tightest setting. I started to get a headache, and I've been fiddling with it ever since. It's just unsnapped at this point. That's why it keeps going down like this. At some point, I'll be doing the show like this. Hey, can you guys take over for a second?
Sure. Wardrobe change time. I guess he took that as a yes.
Yes, he did.
Well, hey, if he's handing us the reins, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do this week on Bass After Dark.
What are we going to do this week?
Well, we're going to do a show on can tournament fishing police itself.
Okay.
I know we're still booking guests, but it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, we're still trying to get we've had some people bail out that we're in, so
that's okay. It's okay. Yeah. This is going to be a really interesting show, and I think it's a cool topic. I feel bad that I didn't dress up and see you're there in the best bass fishing garage in America.
It's all right.
It's not all right. It's the best bass fishing garage in America. I didn't put my smoking jacket on. I didn't put my ascot on. I'm not on set.
No, but you're in a way cooler spot. What you have just behind you could do shows on shows, just what you have.
I just got a lot of junk.
Nah, I got junk. We got empty beer bottles and whiskey bottles, soon to be empty.
Nothing wrong with that. I haven't had any alcohol on Bass After Dark in over a year. I leave that to you.
I got you, buddy.
I was going to drink on the Duckett show that got pulled out from under us at the last minute. I was planning on being pretty well lit on that one.
Like I said, I got your back anytime. Ken, what's your favorite? What's your most sentimental bait lure?
It's a good one. I've got a big swim bait. It's just behind me up high. I can pull it down, but I have to take my headphones off. It's an original AC plug from Alan Cole that Alan signed for me. I love that one. I got a few that are really special to me. I've got an E-step crankbait, but it's not signed. I never met the man. Unless I look at the box, it's hard for me to even think about them all.
The sentimental ones?
I've got, you know what? I've got a million lures, but mostly I don't really collect them. Except to the extent that I fish with them. You know, I have thousands and thousands of lures, as Brian the Carpenter can attest, but most of them are not really a collection per se.
Oh, there's Travis.
He is. Yo, and Travis. Yo, Travis, come on. Jump in.
Let's go, pussy.
He just got called out. Travis, this one's for you. I'm glad you're watching right now. I'm just going to reveal it, man. All right. Can anybody guess? It's one of my stickers. Can anybody guess what shirt I have under here right now?
Rise and Glide.
That's already been done. I have those available on the Bass Lab.
Is it men's clothing? Can we narrow it down?
It could be. You're close. Right. It could go either way. That was earlier.
It's not like a halter top.
Bassmaster 2K2 of PA. Got her, man. I might as well reveal it now. Travis, this one's for you, bro. I did this one for Travis because that's what he gets.
Super tanker.
St. Lawrence super tanker in the house. Yeah. All right, I got a question for everybody. Would you rather see the logos on the front of the shirt or the back of the shirt?
Front.
He's got a thong on for sure.
It's got to be the front.
All right, front.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with front and back.
Yeah, exactly. Front. All right, front.
Or
now we got
back,
a lot of fronts.
On the
JP
back of
Harold
this-
wants the back.
Yeah.
It can be printed either side, by the way. Back. Okay. So maybe what I do is make the option.
Who wants it on the back?
JP Harold, Lee, Tommy Ron.
Why?
Yeah. Front. Ain't nobody talking selfies of fish from the back.
What if you do
Yeah.
the reverse,
Back.
what if you do the reverse image on the back? So you can't quite
Interesting.
read it. Like you're looking through a mirror with a sign on it.
Don't give it all away.
Exactly. Very
Or-
interesting.
Or the back just says "made you look" or something like that.
Scope.
Or because a lot of these people might wear these while fishing with a partner.
True.
My favorite thing to put on there is "shut up and fish."
Ooh, very interesting. All right. Can we have our intern market? At what point in the show did this come on? BTC? What's
What?
that market?
What? Where? Who?
I just said market. I don't know why.
9:10.
9:10. Thank you. No, it's 1 hour and 9 minutes.
Exactly.
Yes. Lyrad64 with a pretty crushing comment. Between Eric and Ken and BTC, I'm guessing the average age of the host of this show is 69.
Oh,
Now listen. Hold on. I made a comment earlier and everybody groaned. If they're going to throw shots at us, we got to be able to throw shots back, right? It's fair game, and you can't go
That's
call
true,
me a
that's
dick
true.
when I fire back at you.
That's true.
It's
What do you
full
got?
engagement. I'm just saying.
We're gonna
all
do
fun
that?
Games. Why not? No, I'm just saying.
That's funny.
If I feel, motivated, led to respond in kind, I think I should.
Yes. I think you
Like,
should
sit here like I'm in a
You-
dunk
you-
tank.
Yeah, you're
You know what I mean?
you're not going to take it anymore. It's
Okay.
what was that thing?
No, I'm just saying.
I like
it's all fun and games.
Travis has a question. He says, "How come Eric makes more money off my YouTube channel than myself?" Well, for one thing, Eric's on the damn show.
Yeah, because he shows up.
Yeah,
Take that,
Got-
Travis.
you got to go to work if you want to get the paycheck, man.
Word to
Come on,
word,
Travis.
Word.
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 There you go.
What happened? What happened, VTC? What happened?
Well, no, you two guys
What?
saying word.
I
Oh,
got cred.
was-
I got cred. I got
you
street
got
cred.
cred.
Every comment is a bad comment here, says
This
Devin
is
Willis.
good. This
You got
has
a point
been
there,
good.
man.
It's true.
Yes,
It's true. It's true.
word up, son.
Word
Good
up.
stuff.
Word up. This is good stuff. Ken, what's coming in 2026 for the NPFL? And who will be the first league or who will be the founder of a professional team tournament trail? Will it ever happen? Will my dream ever come true? And second part question is, how many spawns do I have left on this planet?
That's up to you and your wife. But I would say with regard to let's see, first NPFL 2026.
Yes.
I think the league's going to be growing. You're going to see more anglers and more big name anglers joining the league, but you'll also see some rookies that you've probably never heard of. And I think that's good. You got to have that kind of balance.
Right.
This year there are 12 legit rookies, guys who have never fished at the highest level of any tournament circuit, the tour level stuff. And those guys are important. They bring new blood to the game, just as guys like Christie and Hackney bring a lot of eyeballs with them. So I think that you're going to see a bigger league. I think you're going to see 130 plus angler field next year in NPFL, which means you're going to see bigger, better payouts, among other things.
I think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think that like what we just saw this past weekend with Bassmaster, another rookie one.
Bet.
You know, like another rookie is as outstanding as last year's rookie class was. We just had another rookie.
Mhm.
You know, it's insane. These kids with the technology, they're unbelievable with it. They're phenomenal. And I think we're going to see the mid 30-year-olds start becoming old guys at Bassmaster.
It's a Ute sport. at Bassmaster. All right, cool.
It is.
The
It
trend
is.
right now it seems to be a lot of turnover with that. So
Interesting.
I guess at some point it'll maybe level off.
So BTC, if the NPFL came out with a no forward-facing professional level team tournament trail, would you go all in?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm shot, dude.
Ken, are you in?
No, I would just hope. I would just hope that they would let me continue in my current role.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
just happy to get out and go fishing once in a while.
Would you like to see one, Brian?
Yes,
Ken?
absolutely. I love tournament buddy tournaments.
Ken's squinting.
I
Ken?
love buddy tournaments too, and I thought it took too long for the major leagues to get started in that world. As I understand it, and I hedged my comment here, but as I understand it, the MLF stuff has been very popular.
Very, very popular. I was massively entertained
Where do you see
by
it?
those team tournaments. They
Outdoor
have
channel.
them. Outdoor channel.
Online.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah. BTC, it was why I liked it, Ken, to see the mixture of personalities,
Yeah.
the different fishing styles, to see a pro struggle behind a pro. It just shows you how hard it is for somebody of that like worldwide fishing skill level to struggle behind a pro's vacuuming everything up. And then it was neat to see guys who were the polite team fish together, courteous to each other. It was great to see people unravel. It was funny. It was good. I liked it. And most of them went shallow, which was cool. Sorry, go ahead. Tell me why you liked it.
Well, I liked it too because of that dynamic, the personalities. But I will say that I think they've got to keep these teams together.
Right.
I don't want to see Ott Defoe fishing with Edwin Evers this week and get attached to them. Oh, Travis Manson, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, listen.
Where are you? In some studio? Are you getting your portrait taken? It looks like a high school
halo.
senior. It looks like a high school senior shot behind you. What is that room?
Listen,
where the hell are you, dude?
This has been a great show. I've been listening. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Do you have a lisp?
What?
Do you have a lisp?
Do I have a what?
A lisp.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I just wish I was like in studio ready to go with you guys, but I've been terribly beat in the last couple of weeks.
You need some rest.
Stop it.
I'm not going to get any rest, dude.
There you go.
I know.
That's the spirit.
Right.
No rest.
Did this at least give you a little bit of a respite from the?
You have to unlock it, Travis.
Nah, I don't
know. Travis on his own show, and you know how we like get after people with cell phones that do that, and now here we are.
Yeah. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, what's happening?
See that lock button thing on the home screen?
Hold on. Settings.
Or you just pull the home screen down.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
That's all right, buddy.
Wabba. No, that ain't. How do you pull it down?
Grab it with 2 fingers. BTC. Oh no, swipe up with 2. Swipe up with.
Yeah, heck yeah. Now how do you go back?
Oh,
there it is.
Yay.
Now we got him.
Yeah. Love it.
You're in. Yeah, what room is that?
And it's an undisclosed location.
Far beneath the Earth's surface.
There we go.
Far beneath the Earth's surface.
Oh.
There's a BTC one. So your day was good. You've been keeping up with your guide reports, which has been fantastic.
I post a video every day after my trips, even if I have 2 trips in a day.
I think that's pretty amazing. How long does that take you to put together?
Well, they're quick clips. I use one camera. Yep. I do an intro, some fish catches, and an outro. So it's not that bad. It's 10, 15 minutes to edit. Then you got to wait to upload and put all the stuff on YouTube. So it's not bad. It's today sucked because I forgot my SD card and I had to use my phone, and that's sketchy. BTC, you've lost a few phones over the boat over the years.
I have.
I was a little worried about that, but no, guys, it's been great fishing. Very just a lot of work. I don't know. I just feel I get up at 4, right? I'm 4:30. I'm out the door by 5:15. I'm at the ramp by 6. We fish from 6 until 1, and then my second trip starts at 2, and we go until 6 o'clock. And there's always rigging. There's bugs out here this time of year on the lake, so everything is
really
with little black gnats.
Oh wow!
And then just dirt and mud, and it's been rainy, and I got that big boy truck, and it just throws up dirt into my boat, and I'm a clean freak, so I'm constantly trying to keep things clean, trying to keep line and hook sharp, and just try to eat some food once in a while. I don't know.
But do you fish while they're fishing?
Rarely, but I'll try once.
So you have all that time while they're fishing to rig up another line and
that, but I'm also directing, coaching, and talking.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dream.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying, you guys. I'm telling you honest truth. Today, I retied over 30 times.
Oh my gosh.
And probably 20 were retie leader as well, not just.
Oh wow. Lizard tongue is tired.
Lizard tongue was going to town on those braid to fluoro knots, but I was in a sketchy area that's loaded with fish, but it's the nastiest thing. You can imagine 2 guys casting. I'm just sitting down there, dude, retying constantly, handing them a rod, trying to get the baits off the snags.
Sounds like doing a kids tournament.
All day. Yeah, kids.
How many jigs did you lose on the bottom today?
I ain't throwing jigs, bud.
You got to throw you're throwing tubes, right?
Yeah, we ain't throwing $5 jigs.
Man, for sure.
Tubes.
Smart man. Big bite baits.
You're smart. You're so good at marketing. That's why you're in demand.
That's right. I got a rusty bag that's like a quart-sized bag full of lead heads that I don't really use, that we pull out for these special occasions.
That didn't sell at the auction is what you really mean.
Yes.
I think I remember the night you poured them.
It could be.
Yeah, those Gamakatsu, whatever they are, 6024. I don't know what the number is. Yeah, something
but
like that.
It's been fun. Like I love it. I mean, I wake up every morning excited. Like the best part is that morning, like that 4:30, 5 o'clock, when
the anticipation.
When the morning wood is there. Am I getting that right?
Coffee in your hand. You're walking out to the boat. The robins right now are singing. Like, up here, there's no foliage on the trees yet. It's all, they're just starting. So it's that early spring, pre-dawn, freaking. That's what fires me up right there.
Yeah.
And then, depending on my mood, I might listen to a podcast on the way to the ramp.
No.
Today I was rocking Slipknot.
A podcast.
There you go.
Oh, really? I got a Slipknot song.
Yeah.
What?
Dang. Yeah. Yeah.
Word?
Yeah. Based. Riz.
Then we get out there and we go catch a bunch of big smallmouth, man. And we do it all over again the next day. And the next day.
Unbelievable, man.
That's awesome.
Travis, how much of your business is repeat business versus new folks?
Good question.
Good. Yeah, real good question. I think so far this year it was one new person for a full day, and I had 2 new people for a half day, and the rest were regulars, and the rest of the early season will be regulars as well. So
yeah, that's
how
great.
much do you overcharge for a full day?
Well, I am the most expensive.
The overcharge is $0
on the lake.
Right?
It's $800 for a full day. That's 6 to 1, and it's $550 for the afternoon trip.
6 to 1's
We
full
like
day.
it.
6 to 1's a full day, bud.
In Travis's book, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go by the solar lunar calendar.
Listen, if I like the people, I'll go a little longer. You know, come on.
20,
Well,
30
the name of the
minutes.
company is Travis Manson Fishing and Loan, so he keeps bankers hours on the full day.
There you go.
Guys working 24/7.
Yes.
Come on.
It's all right. I wouldn't know what else to do, so I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when you've got a new customer, somebody you've never met before, it's like a blind date, isn't it? I mean, you've got to size them up for their abilities in no time flat.
Right. Ken, it's
True,
very
true.
interesting. You know, sometimes we'll have like a 2-day. So I'll tell you what. Here's what happened. I had so Seth Fighter reached out to me a couple of weeks back and has a dear friend that he wanted to book 2 days with me for, just to be nice. And
That's nice.
yeah, so they came up the last 2 days, and these guys were great, like really good anglers. You could tell they knew what they were doing, and you get used to their style of fishing, you know, within a couple hours. And then, you know, after 2 days, then you get a new person, and you're right, it's kind of like we got to feel them out, see what their skill level is, and I can adjust to everyone's skill level. It really depends on, you know, I'll make different moves depending on that as well. So yeah, there's a lot. I've seen it all, and we can teach people how to do better. And I really try to be instructional and give them an idea of what, you know, I'll demonstrate maybe how to work a bait back or you know, what's the best way to whatever, feel a bite. I mean, sometimes we're fishing little small Ned rigs in 30 feet of water, and it's just something people haven't done. So there's a lot of teaching that goes into it, but I'm going to give direction, and they want to talk and ask questions, I'm going to answer it. If some people are quiet too, you know, they're just out there trying to fish, and I'm going to help them, but you get some chatty people, you get to hear a lot of interesting stories, and you get some people that are quiet. So everyone's personality is different out there.
Yeah, at $800 for a full day, that might seem like a lot of money, but people don't realize it's for an education that's going to serve them for the rest of their fishing life.
Yeah, I hate bragging, but I tell you what, I am pretty extreme when it comes to the equipment, when it comes to rigging, when it comes to having everything set up, to knowing, like, I give it my all out there like it's a tournament, and they don't see that, but in my head, you know, I'll tell you a funny story. This is pretty funny, guys. It was deja vu today. So I did what I call, I'm not going to name the island, but I did this island tour, which
Atlantis.
I hate doing the island tour because
It's Atlantis.
The island's 20 miles long. And when I have to do the island tour, that means I had a rough day. I mean, I had to run a lot of spots, right? Burn a lot of gas.
Oh, buddy.
So I pulled up to I was heading to a key area, somewhat far away from where I was. And I believe I saw the boys from Great Lakes Finesse fishing this single boulder that I wanted to go to. The same thing happened last year. I went around, but this time I kind of shut down. Last year I shut down, and I communicated with them, and they said, "Hey, come on in. We didn't hit that spot yet. I know you're guiding." And I went in and we caught a bunch of fish with my clients. So today I go around the corner, I see a boat in there. I'm like, I don't know if he's right on my waypoints, and it's shallow, but I'm going to roll right up in there like I'm the boss of this place just to let these people know. And as I got closer and laid down, I realized I think it's the guys from Great Lakes Finesse, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't acknowledge. I just swung it around and bolted right on out there. And I didn't care if they were there. You know what? They don't get to fish as much as I do. They can have the bowler. I wasn't mad at all.
Sure.
But it was just funny. It was like, oh, man, this same thing happened last year. So I just moved on to the next stop. But that's how it is, man. It's we have fun out there, you know.
Travis, you mentioned earlier you've seen it all. Were you talking about your experiences as a guide or your time on tour traveling with Brody Broderick?
Yeah, that's a whole nother. Guys, this might be something for Bass After Dark, but I just also watched a little clip with Matt Herron talking. Is that something that piques your guys' interest in the future, or is that a no-go?
We had him on.
Yeah, we had him on recently talking about some of the cheating stuff, and we're actually planning to do a show this week on can tournament fishing police itself.
Sure.
And so we're going there. But have you ever had, except for the Halloween show, have you ever had Brody on to talk about some of the crazy stuff you guys saw? Because you guys seem like a magnet.
Once a year.
For that stuff.
He comes on Halloween.
So
yeah, I know, but other than that, though.
We had Brody on about a month and a half ago. He had some bad internet. He actually gave me a gift. It was kind of an emotional gift that he gave me, and we kind of talked about that. So it was it wasn't a very humorous live show, but it was good. But we definitely do want to talk to him about that in the future for sure.
Yeah, because I don't know how much Eric and BTC know about it, but I've had a chance to sit down with Travis and Brody and hear some of these tales, and they are
crazy,
next level crazy.
But by the way, guys checked in. I'm not sure if he's still on, but he said Travis looks like he's checking in from the void.
It could be. All right, guys. Listen, I appreciate you having me on real quick.
Absolutely.
I'm supposed to be there this weekend.
Yeah, you never follow up with me, BTC.
I was waiting for you to call. What do you got open?
Nothing.
What else you
If
got?
it's Wednesday, if it's Wednesday, you can't make it, Travis, because you're going to be out in the Susquehanna Flats with Ike in Vegas.
Yeah, for a half a day.
No.
For $850. You used to be the most expensive guide out there. My trip's going to cost me $3,500. Oh wait, I already paid that price.
Oh, and I'm boat marshal in Vegas, I think, this weekend.
Oh, cool.
I'm
Where?
pretty stoked.
Merle Creek?
Nah.
Where?
Don't worry about it.
Undisclosed location.
All right,
Alloway.
Good work, BTC. Ken, thank you guys.
We got to hold on. Let Ken Duke. I want you to snap your fingers, and that's how we.
That's a
BTC.
thing.
I was going to let you do it.
I
never get to do it.
I would never presume.
I want to see you guys do it at the same time. I want to see you guys do it at the same time. Okay, BTC. All right. Why don't you send Travis up? Travis, thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right.
Let's just stick around, Travis.
I got to go. Got to go.
All right. You're not gonna have a chance. How was that timing? Pretty good.
That's good.
Travis checking in from a DEC jail cell.
I love
That's
it.
the Department of Environment. Yeah.
You know, before Travis came on, you were asking when I thought there might be a team league, or when Brian thought there might be a team league. And I think that, you know, we've got the team league stuff going out with Major League Fishing right now.
Yeah.
And if it's as successful as we've all heard it is, then yeah that'll be a thing. And that's
I'm talking about not the pros. A professional level where it recruits a whole group of like the best team tournament anglers in the nation.
If somebody can not this year, certainly, and probably not next year, because the fishing economy is so bad.
Best pro shops did it 1 year and stopped.
Yeah.
Why'd they stop?
Gave away because they gave away $1 million.
But they
blew their budget.
But why did they stop?
If Johnny, Ken, do you have any insight? I have no clue.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't. The quick answer is I don't know. The long answer is if they didn't do it again, they didn't make enough money.
Here's something that was prevalent in that league. There was a little bit of controversy. Apparently, you could not have more than $100,000 of tournament winnings in your career. Didn't matter if it was at the pro level, regional, or local. Plenty of people fished it that won over $100,000 in their career.
Is that right?
For sure. No doubt. Scooter would not enter it with me, and it was on the Potomac River to qualify to go to the championship. And Scooter's won over 100K. He's like, I said, you can't do it. You can't risk your reputation. It major sponsors
got denied.
Did he self-deny? Because it wasn't like you had to fill out an application. I don't think.
I think somebody. Yeah, you did. I think some people got denied.
Okay, I got you.
How would you even police that? I mean, there's so many
Exactly.
small circuits out there. There are people giving away boats. What's the boat? Is it retail value you're going against, or wholesale value, or what?
I mean, I think they give you a coupon for a boat these days. In the old days, used to give you the boat, but now the coupon has a value on it. That's the value. If it's a $30,000 voucher, it's $30K.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
I snuck a peek at the chat, and Cam Gobe asked if we envision a Champions Tour from all the winners, AOYs and ROYs from the three major.
Now we're talking. I asked that question.
Ever.
That's too bad. To have a true world champion.
Never, ever. It's a fantasy. It's never, ever going to happen.
Well, Anthony Guy said Ken's fingers are too big to snap. They can only clap. So that's why he didn't snap them.
Eric, have you ever seen hands this prodigious?
On a rifle?
I have not. They're massive.
So that's all I'm saying.
I mean, you have to get an extra large palming reel to palm it.
Oh, real. I use a winch.
Yeah. Use saltwater reels to flip.
Exactly.
And internationals, the gold ones.
I use 7,000 size spinning gear for my finesse work. That's
just for fun.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Way to go, guys.
He delivers.
Yeah.
He delivers, right?
We'll never hear the end of it now.
Nope. What's next for BTC?
I got my favorite pretzel of all time right here. Utz Special Extra Darks.
They are good.
Oh my God, they're good.
Right? Yeah. Any cheese or
no
the stuffed olives around? Because you mix that with that pretzel, and that's next level. I'm just saying, there's something about mixing those.
Just straight up with the pretzel, man. The yeah.
What's next for you, bro?
Oh, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, and every day after that, I'm gonna work a half a day Wednesday, and then fish. Pretty excited about that. I think I'm boat marshal in Vegas this weekend. I'm very excited about that.
I dig.
Usually I'm out there to teach the children something. This will be a little role reversal there.
How's your shoulder?
Getting a lot better.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Are you back to peak fishing performance?
No, but it's getting there.
Okay.
Like
what?
Yeah, it's getting a lot better.
Yeah.
The more
What are you gonna have rigged up going out with Ike in Vegas?
Chatterbait, swim jig.
Yep.
You tell me. Hybrid hunter.
You're good so far. Keep going.
Something to flip.
Yep. What?
I don't know. I'll bring a handful of things.
Can't go wrong with a beaver or a brush hog.
Right.
Just saying. I know you won't throw a Senko.
Yeah, I'll have a Senko spinner rod, probably tail weighted.
Really? Oh, nice. All right.
Oh yeah.
I dig.
I don't know. Are they getting close to spawning out there or no?
I think some have already spawned. 67.
Oh God.
It's 70 today, I bet.
Ah, dude. And what, the new moon?
New moon.
Yeah, okay.
Locked down.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be a group.
They're gonna be on lock. I already know. All the glory everybody's been yeah, it all comes to a screeching halt Wednesday when I show up.
It sure does.
Yep. They're gonna be on lock. It's gonna be
make sure
drown a Senko or go after yourself.
Listen. Yep. Make sure you got it. I want you to throw a split shot rig with a fish doctor on it. Green pumpkin, 1/4 inch dip, orange tail.
You want me to wear like a pink skirt too?
I want you to do that when you're throwing it.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is it again?
Pink skirt.
Yep.
Wearing it as a accoutrement on your body, not throwing. a pink skirted bait. No.
Fish doctor.
Accoutrement.
Did you say split shot rig?
I did. You'll catch them when nobody else is. If it's flat, calm, slicked off, and they're locked down, and no one can catch them, you'll get them
Out in the grass.
If you just don't want to throw a Senko. Yep.
I'll throw a Senko.
I know. Okay, I figured. I thought you hated a Senko. That's why I was trying to give you something else to throw.
It don't mean that I don't recognize its
power.
Yeah.
Live scope.
I can hate it at the same time.
Is the Senko to Brian. As is live scope to Randy, the Senko is to Brian. Ken, did I say that right?
I think you nailed it, sir.
I tried to. Right?
I mean, it's taking us backwards, you know.
The Senko is?
Hell yeah.
What? Why?
Because do less and get rewarded for it. It's counterintuitive.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Ken, what say you on this topic?
I think there's always been some truth to that. You know, when the plastic worm came out and the Texas rig was developed, guys who were willing to throw it into bad places and just let it soak caught fish.
Got rewarded. I'm going to show something because I did this when you told me the story of the Texas rig. Who can tell me? Look at that weight. Examine it, Ken. No cheating, because you know this. You know the answer to this question.
Mm-hmm.
What did I make that out of? Brian the Carpenter, go.
Let
me show you. What is that?
It looks to me like a lead weight.
Yeah, but it's not a bullet weight. I didn't make it out. I didn't buy this bullet style weight.
You didn't?
What is this made out? No.
I have no idea.
This is a trivia question tonight. Ken Duke turned me on to this. I made this. There you go. Mark D. Half an egg sinker. Who was the first angler, Ken, to come up with, I'm going to use half an egg sinker? Do we know the name?
We don't know the name, but
do we know the lake?
Yeah, probably Lake Tawakoni in Texas. And that's why the rig gets the name Texas rig. You know, guys pieced it together. Cut an egg sinker in half, lays flat against the head of the worm, comes through cover nicely. Turn a sprout hook backwards and put it back into the worm to make it self-weedless. And all those things came together to create the Texas rig. And that's what really drove sales of the plastic worm. The plastic worm was somewhat successful before that, but it really took off as a product once the Texas rig was created in the late 1950s. So the plastic worm was in business for about 10 years before the Texas rig came around. By the way, BTC, Kirby is in the chat.
Kirby who?
Kirby is Justin Kingsley, our intern.
Ah, that's right. You want to call him Kirby. He wants to call him Brian. There's a debate.
JLK.
JLK and Kirby are both in the chat simultaneously. Justin Luther King. I know.
His middle name is not Luther. Is not even an L word.
Is it?
But he does drive into curbs, so I call him Kirby. C-U-R-B-Y.
Oh, see, I was thinking K-R-B-Y.
No, it's C-U-R-B-Y.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Very interesting. Anthony Geist just mentioned something. Hold on. He said the Havoc backslide was a killer because it drifted backwards. And by the way, what was that bait? What was that bait based on? The original what? Ken Duke.
Fish doctor.
It was a bait that True Tungsten made. I don't remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wasn't that the OG Jersey rig? Yes. The Jersey rig was like a French fry that they tail weighted. Mike just got him to make a basically. Oh, no. I did an Instagram post of a Jersey rig. It said Jersey rig on it. Okay. And it was about that big and it looked like a French fry to me. Yeah, it ain't no Senko. French fries got flat bottom. Senkos are round. French fries are flat. Glide. They glide. They move this way. They move this way. Fish doctors do this.
When did the Jersey rig come out? When did the Jersey rig come out?
Now
is it like go back to the 70s or 60s or
1700s,
something like that? Because you know a bait that went backward beginning in the 70s was the old flying lure.
Yeah,
what?
The infomercial one.
That was from the 70s,
maybe 80s.
That was the 80s.
Maybe
Gene
80s, but
Parmesan
keep
said,
in mind,
this is a riveting conversation.
keep in mind.
Can you guys take over for a second?
Oh yeah, right. Gene Parmesan.
God
Okay,
damn it.
BTC. BTC. Do you know who Gene Parmesan is?
Yeah, Frankie
Where they
Cheese.
got the name?
Frankie Stinky Cheese.
No.
Frankie Provolone.
No.
Who?
Do you know where they got the name? There was a character name on a TV show. His name was Gene Parmesan.
Well, it had to be the Northeast.
It's set in California.
Frauds. What are we talking about?
Arrested Development. A very funny private eye played by Martin Mull. The late, great Martin Mull was Gene Parmesan.
They killed him?
No, he died.
Oh.
Martin Mull died. What a shame. That was a funny guy. So I'm not familiar with this Joyzy rig thing.
You're familiar with it. You're just in denial.
I do know.
You hate the North.
I do know. I don't hate the North. I do know that True Tungsten had a bait that was very much like that Havoc backslide. As a matter of fact, it was the Havoc backslide before there was a Havoc backslide.
What happened?
And I'll tell you what happened.
What happened?
There was a guy named Mike Iaconelli on the True Tungsten Pro staff.
What happened to True Tungsten?
They went under.
Why?
Because they were poorly run.
Oh, okay.
And then a guy named Mike Iaconelli, who had been with True Tungsten, but then was with Berkeley, brought that along with him, or had that brought with him.
Smartly.
Gene Parmesan says, "No, Ken, this is my real name." I don't believe it.
Gene Parmesan. There he is.
I don't believe you, Gene. But I love the reference.
Gene, I believe you.
I reserve the right to not believe it. And Gene, this is riveting conversation.
Hold on.
Oh, that's all me now? Oh, finally. I thought those guys would never leave. So really what I brought everybody here to talk about, of course, is the world record bass. No, I'm not going to do that to you. What am I going to talk about instead? There's Epic Eric. Thank God. Another wardrobe change. You're like the Lola Falana of bass podcasts.
I'm back, Ken.
Lola Falana. What is that? I don't even know who that is.
Oh, she was a song and dance person from the 1960s and 70s.
All right, I'm going to show this. This is for the giveaway. If anybody can guess the last sticker, well, I'll just show the stickers. If anybody, I don't even know if I have the sticker. Before I say that, let me just see if I got it. Hold, please. If anybody can guess the last one that I did for the shirt.
Can't take over.
This is in dope. I do have it. So I'm going to show these stickers. Obviously, I'm not going to show the ones you've done. I do need to know. So if anybody can guess the last one, notice I'm wearing a Shimano hat.
Oh.
This is just a diversion. It has nothing to do with this last shirt I'm about to show.
Shamali.
Sleight of hand. But sleight of head. Sleight of forehead.
Right. Okay. So we showed you the Morning Wood. That's a sticker. The Bass Lab shirt's already been done. Pier River Rat's already been done. Legendary Lakes has not been done. Super Tanker was done. Dr. Krankenstein's been done on a shirt. Morning Wood's been done on a shirt. I'm going through this fast. She Thick would be a nice shirt, don't you think? I'd wear that one. That's good. Brian,
it needs a sexual innuendo in it.
Tug Life. Thank you. Tug Life. Bassmasters fishing tips has not been done. That's a Rise and Glide. Keep on grinding. That would look good on a shirt. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Susky Musky. Susky Smallies. That's got to be done. Pier Rat. Which of those stickers am I currently wearing?
Can you go back through them again?
Why do you have Pier Rat but not Peer Pressure?
That's good. That ain't even see, Ken.
What was it? What was Pier Rat?
Yeah, Pier Rat. Ken, you're hired. Would you like to be my marketing manager?
Yes. Finally.
Finally.
Yo,
all right, what am I wearing?
Rat.
All right, let's go. All right, everybody's guessing. Legendary Lakes. Musky Smalley. Rise and Glide. Keep on grinding. Susky Smalley. Pier Rat. Tom Haley, you got it right. I wore a saltwater shirt. I did this for my saltwater guys down in Nags Head, North Carolina. Pier Rat. He's on the cobia. Ken, have you ever caught a cobia?
No, sir.
Brian, have you ever caught a cobia?
No.
I have.
Well, once when Brian was vacationing in the islands, but
all right. So Tom Haley, if you're on Instagram, reach out to me with your contact information, and Bass After Dark will send you a Livingston lure.
And if you're not, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm about to get a shipment from Livingston. I will be sending out
Yeah.
next week or two.
You don't have to send out anything. I got it.
Eric,
What do you got? Yes.
This is last night in the garage.
Whoa. There he is. He's your hooded rat. What's he eating?
That's a rubber band. He's just
Chewing on it. He's just sampling it.
yeah.
Are you going to be able to capture him and keep him as your pet?
I think so.
So clearly he was somebody's pet, because those are not like native.
No. And I'm like, I don't have the volume on. Oh, it's music. Anyhow,
don't get us demonetized.
Why not?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, you know what I forgot to show you guys was the picture of the fish I caught on the Morning Dawn crankbait.
Oh, nice fish.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a good one.
Don't worry about any of that, because I
Thank
promise you Wednesday.
There's another one I caught on it.
Be full blown spawn.
No, I hope you catch the shit out of them.
Full blown spawn, dude. Gonna have to slow down and drag a stupid worm.
Yeah. Can I play this for everybody? I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let's see. No, you can't hear it because I have my Bluetooth off. Never mind. Anyway, I wish I could share videos. Maybe I need to do better at the board, Ken. What do you think? If I'm going to be in this position.
You know, a lot of people thought that when Brian and I teamed up to do Bass After Dark, that he might also be like the engineer. And I thought, God, no, I want somebody who will make sure our show actually is seen. And so we have the lovely and talented Nathan Benson for that.
Very good. That's good. Thank you guys for coming on, man. How long you want to hang out?
No,
well,
probably 9 more minutes.
If you guys need a break, I got it.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No,
I'm putting you full screen.
God, no! Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, he did it. That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay, what are we going to talk about? We could talk about internet trolls. God, I hate internet trolls. I hate those guys who get inside information about an angler or a tournament league or something like that, and then they go on their own channel and they roll it out there like it's some sort of earth-shattering news. You know, Isaac Newton, certainly the greatest scientific mind in mankind's history, once had a great quote. He said, "If I have seen further than others, it is because I am standing on the shoulders of giants." These internet trolls, they're standing on the shoulders of cowards and scum. That's what they're doing. I have nothing but disdain for those people. I hope none of y'all watch that garbage. I just find that kind of stuff. So.
And that, my friends, is a great way to close out the show.
The Ken rant?
Oh, I love it.
It doesn't compare with an Epic Eric rant.
Oh, all right, there you go. Good question. What was your favorite Epic Eric rant that you've heard? If anybody's still watching, what was your favorite Epic Eric rant? BTC or outro or quick exit? I have one in mind that I thought was funny. Ollie and I, that night with Oliver and I.
I don't like the quick exits. I like the threats much more. I find the threats enormously entertaining.
What are we talking about right now?
Well, when Eric and Travis are butting heads, and Eric's saying, we're one more comment, from me just dropping off the show. And this is fun. This is good. I don't want Epic Eric to leave the show. I just like the constant threat of it.
I got it. There he is again.
Does that make sense, Eric?
Yes. Hang in the debate, right?
And it's not that I'm addicted to the controversy of it. I just love the dynamic.
Yeah, the dynamic. Okay. What is he doing? Is that a bong he's smoking?
Nice. Over there by the beer.
He's at the bar.
He's at the bar.
He just
I haven't
moves
seen
around.
Are you leaving him food?
I did, yeah. I left him some cheese. Oh shit! Let me check. I left him some stuff this morning.
I mean, how about some whole grains and something healthy? Rats and cheese. It's so typical. Brian, come on.
Stop stereotyping.
Exactly.
No more profiling, Brian the Carpenter.
Yeah, that's rodent profiling.
He ate all the offerings I left him.
He did.
Yep. Some graham crackers with peanut butter on them. Just happened to have that in the fridge.
Oh, Diggs Outdoors just kicked me in the head. Ouch, Diggs.
You could tell this isn't bad. If it was, we would still be in the opening monologue right now.
Ouch. Ouch.
What was the best crushing comment anybody saw tonight?
Ugh, that's pretty mean right there, Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs. Jeez.
I don't know.
I thought we were friends. Unbelievable.
I
I haven't been watching the chat as much as as much as Brian does.
Here's a trivia question. How many shows has Epic Eric turned us down for?
Oh, wow. That's good.
Oh,
That's a good one.
let's see.
It's a number. It's a triple digit number.
All right. One of them was where I had to do a character. So could you guys, for a minute, 1 minute only, and I'm going to time it. I'm going to time it.
He's firing back, Ken, and this is going to hurt.
I want BTC to play Ken Duke for 1 minute.
Can't do it.
And Ken Duke to play BTC for 1 minute.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Hold on. I got to get in character. Here we go.
Take your time.
You got this. You don't have to think. Ken is an actor.
Ready?
All right. BTC.
I can't.
Ken, what do you think?
Nah.
Ryan, what do you make of that?
Wait,
I want you to rate it.
Give me another chance on that one. I dropped the ball.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Brian, what do you think?
What? Huh? What?
Such a dick.
Oh, is the show tonight?
We're live? Me? Talking to me? You want me to answer?
I'm watching my rap.
Brian, you got to do a Ken Duke one now. Come on.
What, you want me to talk like British?
Yeah, I would love to hear a British Ken Duke.
He is British.
Hello, governor.
Hello, governor.
What's all this then?
What is it?
What if I'm going to want a caravan with no wheels?
That's all I hear when he talks is British. You know what I mean?
He's a getaway driver. What
He's fucking British.
No, here's what Brian hears when I speak to him on our show. Want, want.
Burn wanted to know what is going on here. We've got Ken imitating BTC, and Brian threw a little English accent for Ken Duke imitation.
Oh,
it is an honor.
Hello, Governor.
Brian the Carpenter. It is an honor.
Hello, Governor. Yes, it was. The Ken Duke here. That's pretty.
Oh, Clay Williamson makes
Sir Ken Duke. Sir Ken Duke. I think we should address you as Sir Ken Duke.
Well, that would be awesome. I like it.
That's very good. You deserve that moniker.
Yeah, right.
Moniker. That's a 40-cent word.
Sir Ken Duke.
I am from, all my ancestry is basically British Isles. I'm the whitest person anybody has ever seen. I glow in the dark. I'm so white. So white, I'm blue.
I will.
Epic Eric, imitate Travis for a minute.
I can't do it.
Oh, yes.
I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. I can't do it. I'm not a good actor. Can't do it.
I'm not a good actor, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes for Smallmouth Crush.
Yo, Travis, what's up? Nah. Sup? Yeah. Yo, Travis. Yeah. I gotta go.
Is he imitating Travis, or is he imitating himself talking to Travis because he kept addressing Travis? I'm confused.
That was Travis.
See, there it is. That's as good as that goddamn Bass episode you watched the live play on. It was horrible. Told you.
Mosquitoes.
But again, for the record, Eric, I love the threats more than the leaving early. I love it.
Okay. I haven't left the show in a long time. We argue a lot less now. Wouldn't you say? It was heated during the height of the pandemic and learning about his thoughts, and
Travis doesn't have the energy to battle you anymore.
I'm pretty tenacious, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
There's that.
Yes, you are.
Plus all the wardrobe changes.
Right? I mean, think about the energy I expended walking into that other room, completely undressing. I'm wearing, that took a lot. There's matching. Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to do a full wardrobe change. You think that's easy?
You too could have all this energy if you didn't drink alcohol.
He's changing shoes and socks as well because he gets into character. He's a method actor.
Mm-hmm. Method. I'm a method fisherman.
He's a Stanislavski guy.
He's the Stanislavski of bass fishing.
Ooh.
What if he was a method fisherman?
Do you change shirts, pants, and shoes when you change baits?
Yes. You got to get in the rhythm of it all, man. Ken, you'd be really good as a writer. Oh, you are. Wait. You could write parodies for bass fishing. I really think your talents are not being used to the fullest extent of the law.
God, I hope that's true.
It is true. As funny as you are, there's this untapped side of you that I just, how can you let that out? You have to at some point.
The world is not ready.
Brian, I think you know it more than me. This brings up a good point.
Oh, it's woo.
It's
lethal.
Diabolical. It is lethal.
Mm-hmm.
It's insightful. It cuts hard, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like a samurai blade to the core. Quick and fast too, right?
Yeah. Right to the point. Savage.
Oh, it truly is, man. Eviscerate you quickly with words.
I want to know what happens if BTC is fishing in his boat next week and the rat appears. What happens?
We become best friends.
What if he's chewing on one of your Keith Thomas glide baits?
Well, we're going to have to talk about that.
Hey, what way? What are you going to talk with?
He becomes one of your late best friends.
I might spank his bottom, but we'll get past it.
You see the machines that catch the rat and do that little thing?
I have to paddle his bottom, but
have you seen that? It's like a plank of wood. There's some cheese at the end. The rat walks through. These little wires come down on, and then it's like paddle wheels. Yeah, you could make that. Do that. It's on Instagram. I think I sent it to you.
Did you?
Or maybe it was a cockroach. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, F cockroaches.
Yeah, but the same could apply to the rat.
No,
gently paddle wheel him.
Rat, cockroach, two different.
What's the rat's name?
I think you got to pick a name tonight. All right, everybody, we're going to vote on a name.
I pick a name when the right name hits, and I know it. I know it when it hits.
And then Eric, you and I come up with a better name.
It's like
that's how it worked. That's how it worked for JLK and Kirby.
Could I hire you, Ken? That's good.
Ask Brian what he thought of the name Bass After Dark the first time he heard it.
Talk to us, Brian.
I thought it sucked and still do.
What would you have rather named the show?
Didn't come up with anything better, so we settled for Bass After Dark.
What were your thoughts? Ken, do you remember anything he suggested other than Bass After Dark?
No, all I remember is that my two partners on the show, Brian and Nathan, both thought the name would certainly be improved upon, but nothing came up, and so
we settled.
We settled.
Really?
Yeah, much like Brian's wife and my wife settled.
Do you like the show's direction? Do you want to keep it the same? Do you want to expand out in 2026? What are your thoughts?
Ooh, where did that come from?
This is a meandering stream. I just trickled off into the forest.
This just became Meet the Press suddenly.
Yeah, what the shit? I thought
This
we were
just
going
shit.
out to softballs. What?
It just got real.
What happened to what's your favorite color?
What's your favorite spinnerbait?
Brian, that's a question for you.
It's a
what was
lucky
the question
crap.
again?
What is Ken's favorite spinnerbait? I only have one, but it has a blade similar to that. Those little two ones.
This one is
Very
headed
odd.
to F-Dirt.
That's the one. Nice.
I forgot. This was actually the closest lure to me, Eric, when you asked that question, but it was
That's
directly
amazing.
behind me and I couldn't see it.
Is that a pink skirt?
Yeah.
Pink skirt.
Oh,
This one's
must
heading your
have.
way. It's new in the box. Never opened. The seal is still on it.
Oh
Heading
my
for Epic
gosh.
Eric.
I can't wait to throw that on the flats. I'm gonna catch
What the fuck?
fish. Brian's going, why does he get one?
Epic Eric.
I'm experimenting with those blades. Those are precious.
Mm-hmm.
They really are.
Mm-hmm.
That's a special bait. There's something about it. Trigger
Ratty.
spike.
Clay Williamson offers Ratty Wong.
That's pretty
Good.
good.
I like that. What about Rat
Hey, can we make him Rat Robertson?
Rat Mobbertson.
Rat Mobbertson? Yeah.
I thought about that.
Can we make it into a t-shirt sticker? BTCs.
I don't know. I got to talk to
Rat Mobbertson.
Rat
You got to talk to
Mobbertson.
the rat. Get him to sign a release.
He wouldn't come on and talk about the cheating stuff, so I'm going to say no.
Okay. He
I'll
doesn't
not
deserve
honor him by naming my rat after him.
it. Gotcha.
Will not
Interesting.
receive the distinction.
Interesting. Very interesting. What else, guys? Brian, you want to close out the
Rat-
show with some dark thoughts?
Brian's got to answer the question if you don't mind, Eric.
And it won't be Rat Penwick either.
What is the direction that Bass After Dark is taking? Because Brian is the
Hold on.
architect.
Can I just let that rat Penwick marinate for a little bit?
Yes, it will not be Rat Penis Wick,
Oh,
Rat Dick Wick, or
Oh,
none of the above.
Kyle Rattrick, Rat Pangrak, Randy the Rat. Yeah, these are good guys. Keep them coming. Brian, you finding any
What about
inspiration in it?
Randy Blockrat.
Pink.
Randy Blockrat.
Name is after the other smallmouth crush. Oh, Mott Scarton.
Ah,
Maybe I'll name him that.
What is that?
Mott
Can you repeat
Scarton.
that? I don't get it.
All right.
flip the M and the S.
Mott Scarton. And my brain doesn't work. like
Mott
that.
Scarton. Flip the.
Just just let him. It'll hit him at 3 a.m. Just let him wake up with it.
Yeah, let me wake up with it. It won't.
You will.
My brain's not wired that way.
Yes,
I
it
don't know
will.
why. It's just
Yes,
weird.
it will. You will call me when it happens too.
Oh,
I'll
Scott
hear from you
Martin.
in the morning. There you go.
no, because somebody typed it in the chat. Hey, thank you, Clay. I would have been struggling with that for a while.
Damn it, Clay.
Damn it, Clay.
Dadgummit, Clay.
That's my chink in the armor. There it is. Don't give me an anagram. Is that an anagram? No.
Ken?
No.
What is it called? An elliptical trainer?
Bananagram.
Elliptical trainer.
The fuck?
I'm still waiting on BTC to tell us what the future of Bass After Dark is.
What do you guys need more of to become the show you want it to be?
Viewers.
Ooh, yeah, viewers.
All right, viewers.
Yeah.
How many viewers on a live show makes it the show you want it to be?
More than we get.
We'd like to have more subscribers. I've
What's
heard
the subscriber number that makes the show get to the next level?
4 million. No, if we're still 5,000 right now. If we can get to 5,000, then I've heard the
thing picks you up, the logarithm.
Logarithm, thank you. Will then pick you up and escalate you to help you get to 10, and then when you get to 10, it boosts you again, and you start to see some significant growth. But it's taken us a lot. We got to 3,000 pretty damn fast, I thought.
Yeah, you did.
But after that, it's been pretty slow.
Okay.
Brian,
do you have do you have a YouTube expert on staff?
No.
Brian the Carpenter.
Do you have somebody that understands SEO?
Brian the Carpenter.
What is SEO?
Are you tagging your videos?
Can you spell that for him?
You spell SEO?
It's you never heard of SEO Speedwagon?
Yeah, they sucked.
Alexa, play SEO.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't think he can play SEO Speedwagon. So I wouldn't worry about it.
I heard music earlier and I was like,
Yeah, you don't want to demonetize.
No. We don't want to miss out on the 40 cents that this stream brings us each week that I get half of.
I want to see us get to 5,000 subscribers because I want to see how we can
tag. Do you tag your YouTube videos? Do you hashtag them? Do you understand how YouTube prioritizes them? Okay,
we do that.
Have some knowledge of that. That's good. Okay, good.
Nathan Benson knows everything.
Okay, Nathan.
No, he doesn't. He's a great guy.
Because you've got a lot of good content. You can go back and do that, right?
And Nathan's not, despite the fact that he's.
How can we go back and do that when we got to do another goddamn show every week, and it's a lot of work to put together a show? A lot. There's a lot of effort that goes into figuring out what the right show is and the right.
You guys do a great show. You got great content.
We don't have the energy to go back on shit.
But listen, when you're doing these Instagram shorts, are you tagging them?
Yes, I think so. We're tagging them, right? Kirby,
do you have any links to other shows on your?
Kirby, where are you? Link
on your. Do you have a website?
No.
Okay.
This just got really unfun.
This
is the unfunnest shit. It sucks right now.
Kirby says we tag our Instagrams or whatever.
All right, good. I want to see you guys succeed. How can I help? Can we get
all the things you just asked about? You could do them for us.
All right, listen.
And we'll like anybody. We'll treasure you and respect you a lot more than Travis.
Anybody that's
a long time.
Anybody that's watching right now, listen. You should put the call out too on your show. Is there anybody that's in tech? Because there's a handful of bass fishing guys that work in tech, and they understand these things, and they could do a free site analysis and give you some tips, and maybe do the work.
Incredible. That'd be incredible.
I put a call out. Listen, if you love Bass After Dark, if you love the content we're producing, and the same goes for Smallmouth Crush, and we made some leaps here because we hired an intern who's a techie.
Did you?
And I made the show call one night to say Travis needs an intern. If anybody's interested, please apply.
Yeah, remember him?
So AI Alex, yeah, and he worked for you guys for a minute, right?
Yeah, stole him.
You did steal him,
and we wore him out, and then he quit both shows.
He did.
That fucking kid. Right. That kid had his plan on how he was going to retire in his his early 20s.
Yeah,
and he was had everything planned out and. Gusted me so bad. Good kid.
Yeah.
Really good kid, but damn it.
He was. Still is. He made a guest appearance recently. Good dude.
Probably half retired too.
Yeah.
Damn him and his bright future.
Yeah.
Exactly. What's a show topic you really want to do, but you just couldn't get the guests?
Does bass fishing have a cheating problem? Are pro bass anglers a bunch of pussies?
Oh God, Brian.
We had a show lined up and it fell apart on us hours before we were going to do it. The show should we tell? Well, the show will never happen now, but the show was, is Boyd Duckett the most polarizing figure in bass fishing, or is Boyd Duckett the most hated man in bass fishing? And we were going to bring on somebody from the industry who knew Boyd only by reputation as a businessman. We're going to bring on somebody who, and we had these people lined up. We were going to bring on Gary Klein, who's Boyd's great friend and partner with MLF. And we were going to bring on somebody who, I can't even remember who it was going to be, James Watson, who is
worldwide,
vocally opposed to Boyd Duckett. So we had Watson lined up, we had Klein lined up, we had an industry guy lined up, and then that was the day they decided they were going to punish James Watson and suspend him from the Bass Pro Tour. So Klein and by the way, after we had these three guys on for a couple hours talking about Boyd Duckett, Boyd Duckett was going to come on.
Yes. Oh my gosh!
All that was lined up, and then a few hours before the show, we get a call from Boyd's people. Boyd's not going to do the show. I get a text from Gary. Gary's not going to do the show.
Oh wow!
I mean, that was going to be, I thought, a spectacular show.
That would have been bombastic. I think that would have been another
Block-It Milliken.
Yeah.
Brian and I were so geeked up for that show. We spent, a lot of time preparing for that one.
Yeah.
And then to have it fall apart on us just hours before, we wound up putting together a show that did really well.
Yeah.
Numbers wise. And it was a good show.
Yeah.
But to have the Duckett show fall apart on us like that, I was even going to drink Duckett Reserve bourbon on the show. Boyd's brother Errol had given me a bottle of their own special pour.
He's got a special pour bourbon.
Yeah, they go to Woodford. What is it? Woodford Reserve.
Yeah,
I'm not a whiskey drinker.
It was our second ever show, or second. What's his face bailed on us that morning.
Yeah, we were going to do a show about is bass fishing a good career choice. Jacob Fouts canceled on us the morning after he had done somebody else's show live. He called us the next morning because he thinks he might have COVID.
I told him wear a mask.
Yeah. That's the perfect answer. So we made Jacob Fouts jokes for quite a while.
I remember that. He was on a top 10. He had your own top 10 of him, right?
He was on a top 10 or 40 of them.
Yeah.
Because that was absolutely, in my opinion, that was an act of cowardice. That was not a medical situation at all. That was an act of cowardice.
Right. Interesting.
But disappointing. Those are a couple of shows we wanted to do, and they fell apart on us. Yeah. But it happens.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Here's the worst of them though, Brian. You'll back me up on this, I think. There have been several times where we just knew, this show just needs one more element. Let's get Epic Eric. And then he won't do it. He said, no, I have a reputation to protect. That's usually the line he uses. I've got a reputation to protect.
I have never said that.
Said Travis owns his rights and he's not allowed.
I don't know. I've never said that. Take it back, Ken.
Owns my rights and likeness.
I have never said that. Take it back.
I will not, sir. I will not.
Take it back, Ken. I've never said that. I have a reputation to protect. BTC, you know my jam. You know why I say no to that stuff sometimes.
Yeah, no, I know, buddy. It's all good.
All right. Well, thank you for letting
we can't be the only ones making sport of tonight.
Making what?
So we can't be the only ones getting made sport of tonight.
That's true. Very true. More wood. More good wood. Travis made E sign an NDA for life. Osmosis. Did you see any really good comments, BTC?
No.
Crushing comments? You didn't? Yeah. Do you remember any of them? There were some good ones.
I just remember that one that was just a horrible thing that Diggs said about me. It was actually funny.
Gene Parmesan just said something funny. Would you like to read that, Ken?
I see that. He said Fouts would be great. He has the IQ of a baked potato.
Diggs says he still feels bad for Izzy on the episode with Block at Milliken.
Oh yeah, he didn't know what he got himself into.
Yeah, Izzy was an innocent bystander in all of that.
He truly was. Shots were fired that night, no question about it.
A lamb led to slaughter.
Oh, there's Rich from Hellabass. I need to get somebody to run my live shows for me. Travis has figured this out.
Exactly. I got another show to come on as co-host and guest. Hella, try that trick, bud.
BTC, I think that's what Eric is doing to us when he jumps off to do these wardrobe changes. He's actually guesting on another show.
I've been on Hella Bass's show.
I like it.
He didn't know. Yeah.
So
I've been
smart.
running the Hella. Yeah.
That's
Exactly,
next level.
Ken.
That's
That's
next
brilliant.
level.
That's brilliant.
Anthony wants to know, can you tell us what you were thinking when Cliff wouldn't shut the hell up?
That's a crushing comment.
Oh,
BTC, at when did you check out of that show? At what mark?
Oh, I didn't check it out. I was
oh.
busy texting Nathan saying, never mind.
Ah. You have the power.
Nope. I hold one key. Ken has the other key.
Oh.
Takes
I
takes
gotcha.
both keys to fire the nuke.
The nuke. You have to turn at the same time.
My key was
Very
engaged.
Cliff was great on that show. For the record, Cliff, if we're talking about Cliff Pace, he was great on that
Pace?
show.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yes.
There have been some shows where some guests kind of went in a weird direction on us. But
Mhm.
you know, got to go with the flow sometime.
You do. You do.
Sometimes we do a show and we think it's a big enough topic for a full length show. And about 15 minutes in, you realize, oh, we're almost done.
Yeah.
That's not a great feeling.
That doesn't feel good.
Oh, by the way, the show is 17 hours long because Brian the Carpenter wants it to be 17 hours long.
And so do all the viewers.
True. You guys go deep. You go deep.
You go deep.
This is true.
We've been going.
This
We
is
haven't been
true.
going deep lately. We went deep a couple weeks ago, and the topic was exactly the topic you want to talk about this next show.
Cheating.
Uh-huh.
You know, we're definitely going.
But it was the after show offline where it was all revealed.
Eric, you've been part of our what we call After Bass After Dark,
Uh-huh.
and that's where we have an entirely different show.
So do you feel like you could ever have that show?
What?
Why?
Because we name names on that show.
This is true.
And
Will there ever be a show or a book that tells all?
no.
Can anybody ever ghost write a book that tells all?
No, because they'll get sued and then their identity will come out.
So are there ways to find out who the ghostwriter is in this world?
Well, sure, you sue the publisher. And then through the discovery process, you'd find out who the writer is.
What if somebody self-publishes?
They're going to sue then they'll sue the printing company.
Can you sue YouTube for ghost content? Meaning, let's say somebody disguises their voice, does it from a remote studio, and tells all.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, YouTube is a corporation, and a corporation has the same responsibilities and most of the rights of a human being. So YouTube can be sued, just like any of the three of us can be sued.
Interesting.
Nah. Ain't no money in fishing to be suing people.
Depends on who gets defamed.
Come on,
right?
man.
Yeah,
Interesting, Ken.
but that's the reason there can't be a real tell-all thing is there's not enough money in it to run those kind of risks. And the other problem is, people are pretty litigious, even in the angling world.
Yeah,
and
true.
So it's going to be a problem.
True.
Did you ever put Spike It on a silver blade?
I'm glad you asked that question.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
I
a
need to
blade? Is
send
that a
you-
willow leaf or is that your fingernail?
I need. It's my secret fingernail. I need to send that one to you because that looks like your fucking smoking jacket.
You fucking
Wow. When did this antipathy between you and my smoking jacket arise, Eric?
I love that smoking jacket. It inspired me to paint a Margarita Mutilator 3 crankbait for you and send it to you.
It is, and it is in my treasure. It is in my treasure box.
I mean, why not have a whole line of Bass After Dark smoking crankbait jackets?
Ooh, well, yeah, I think those would be really popular. Hey, Brian, maybe after our 100th episode, we need to raffle off the smoking jacket.
Yeah.
I'll get a new one.
But Ken, this begs the question.
Yes, sir.
What's second to Aaron's Morning Dawn? Margarita Mutilator, bro. Your jacket is Margarita Mutilator. It needs to be the Bass After Dark crankbait, spinnerbait, swim jig collection by Ken Duke.
We would have to get you a bunch of Livingston blanks.
Yes,
Stanley, a bunch of them to do those custom colors. And
why don't you do? Can you do it? Do it.
I guess we can. I don't know if we can afford TK to do all those baits.
I gotcha. But you sell them.
That'd be pricey.
But no, you just sell them. When you just sell them on the Bass After Dark store. When's the merch store going up?
Hey, that's a BTC question.
I mean, how many people would like to buy the Bass After Dark hat tonight?
7.
It's some chicken money. A couple bottles of bourbon, right? The profits.
No, but BTC has a real answer for the merch thing.
Bobby Colson wants one. I'm going to buy one.
Yes, the real answer is coming.
Mark D likes it. We got 3 sales so far.
It's coming. Soon.
We're not trying to be mysterious. It's just a deal we're working on.
Okay. That's mysterious.
Well, it's with a very reputable apparel operation. Okay. And I'm excited about the possibility, but that's a BTC thing because he's in charge of all business opportunities. I'm just in charge of, running Bass After Dark into the ditch.
Right.
See how Ken Duke does that to you, man? You think he's like saying something and then it goes that way. Very, very good self-deprecating humor, I must say. Catches you by surprise. It still does. I never know when it's coming. Can't predict it.
We never know.
No.
But it's oh wow. Bobby Colson is beating the tar out of me here. He wants me to mention George Perry and the Hall of Fame. Both suck. So that's done now, Bobby. And the fact that pro bass fishing is bigger than ever. That's what every moronic 25-year-old says. It's not true.
Yeah. How about this? Here's what I got. So Hella Bass has a good one. Out of the Ike playbook, announced that there will be an announcement about merch. Anthony says I would buy 7 myself just to sell to the others. eBay. On eBay. I can't say it. Ken's the Elvis to be DC's Colonel.
Thank you very much.
Stuff, man. Thank you very much.
That Elvis was the hero the most.
Oh man, this is good.
Anybody learn anything about fishing tonight?
I
Yes,
did. I learned.
Good, Ken. What'd you learn?
I learned that Ken's sending that spinnerbait to Epic Eric. That's cool.
I talked about when the fish lock down and there's 25 boats on the flats. If you throw a freaking split shot rig, you'll get more bites than a lot of people.
Oh, I can't fucking wait to go throw a split shot rig.
Well,
everybody I know is. Yes.
All right. I'm
not afraid to throw a split shot rig, but I want a goddamn wind on them. Like everybody's been for the last fucking month.
Slow crawl that swim jig till you get in a clump of grass.
I can't wait.
Yeah, you want to really wind on them.
I'm so sick of the fucking
You'll get them on a chatterbait. Look, not all the fish are spawning at once. You're with Ike. You're with Mike Iaconelli.
Yeah, he don't know how to slow the hell down.
Oh no, that's
I went
not
fishing
good.
derb with him on the flats, and I said, Mike, we got to slow down. We got power pole down. And I watched his poles went down before his cast was through. The poles were back up again.
Wow,
That's Mike pulling down.
Oh wow.
Listen,
Wow.
no offense,
Will
Mike.
he let you run the boat?
I ain't running the fucking boat.
Will he let Vegas run the boat?
I hope.
How about you get a third of a third of a third? 3 hours with you running the boat, 3 hours with Mike, and you make it a tournament. Who can turn the boat onto the most fish catches per
I just
hour?
want to go catch them.
All right, you don't like any of my ideas. You're really being
They all
tough.
sound like work and throwing a split shot rig.
All right. How about it's a turn between Ike and his son Vegas? Vegas is the captain, controlling the trolling motor. He gets to decide when the poles go up, go down. Whose 4-hour session produces more bites? Or you go 2, 2, and 2, so everybody gets equal.
I'm
swing
just
of the
hoping
tide.
I don't get.
Can't help me.
I'm hoping Vegas doesn't lap me.
Are you going to be in the front? The back doesn't matter. You're being in the grass.
I don't care.
Are they going to be scoping? You're in trouble if they are.
On the flat?
Just going to say it.
Say it.
It's not about looking at the fish. It's about where to throw it.
Where to throw it?
Think about it. Depends on if he's got you in 2 foot of water or 4 foot of water.
Where they
Think
at?
about it. All over.
Except for Wednesday.
No way. I got a good feeling about this day. You're going to crush them.
I'm just going off of the past 6 years of my life.
Do you have that small chatterbait I sent you? Do not show it. Do not show it. You don't remember.
You did send me a chatterbait.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
Do
you know the chatterbait we used to talk about that was a 1/4 ounce?
You did not send me one.
Do you know the chatterbait?
One of your chatterbaits. I got one of your chatterbaits.
That's what no, not that one. Nope.
Don't.
You bought
You did not send me the Japanese one.
You never bought any?
No.
Okay.
I did not buy that Japanese chatterbait, sir.
Do you have any 1/4 ounce chatterbaits in your possession?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As an alternative to the 3/8. Just think about it.
You think about it.
No, you think about it. You're fishing, man.
You can't make me think.
Brian the Carpenter playing the role of Travis Manson.
Yeah, you're not the boss of me.
You can't make me think. Don't tell me to think.
That's right. That's right.
Where my rat at?
Are you going full size hybrid or junior? You going shallow or regular hybrid?
I was going. I don't know. Bring them both, but I was going to throw the big one.
Yeah,
It's the chesty.
yeah, I agree. What color are you going to throw?
Depends on the water.
Okay.
Let's see what
so
the water
whatever color you want, just throw white.
All right.
This is a little clue.
I'll have white. I'll have white.
Okay, good. All right, I like it. Well, gentlemen, do you want to hang out a little bit more? BTC,
No.
Are you ready with your your dark thoughts set? Yeah. Ken did a
Can't do
monologue.
that
You
to
got
me.
to come through. Come on, dude. You can do it.
You gotta give me 10 minutes to imagine something.
All right, 10 minutes.
I
Mark
can't
it 10.
just fucking come up with shit on.
I want you to. I'll give you your dark thoughts thought.
Why does he get 10 minutes and I had 2.5 at the outside?
Because Ken, this is what you do for a living.
I knew you could do it, Ken.
What?
That's what you do.
It was.
This is what I do for a living.
I do crown molding and
monologue.
remodel bathrooms and shit.
I do not. No one has ever paid me a dime to do a monologue.
Yeah, you do them all the time. You just write them instead of speak them.
That's not even close to accurate, but okay.
Same damn thing.
No, it's not.
Fucking right, it is. Same thing.
Same damn thing.
Oh,
It's the same sandwich.
Eric, I wonder if he can do a dark thought now without mentioning his rat.
I don't think he can.
I don't think
I'm not going to do anything.
he just crossed out. He just crossed out the first thing on his list.
I think BTC, your topic for dark thoughts are, why does the bite die every time I get a chance to go fishing?
Ooh,
But I don't have an answer.
good.
It's just going to piss me off, and I'm going to look like an asshole, all angry on the internet.
Well, ask it a different way. Ask it a different way. Ask, why am I the cold front of human beings?
Why does God hate me?
Why am I the cold front of bass fishermen?
Why am I the rising barometer of?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I want everybody to make a prediction. The flats have been on fire for 4 weeks straight. Agreed, Brian?
That's what I hear.
4 weeks straight.
On fire. On fire.
When we say on fire, we're talking
on fire.
A lot of fish and a lot of big fish. 2 weeks ago, it took 26 pounds to win.
It took 26 pounds to come in second.
26 for second. Right. 23 and change was fourth. I don't know what third was. Ken Duke, the Upper Bay. I talked to Greg DePalma. He says January to January, 20 pounds. Always to win. He said it's probably one of the best tidal rivers in the nation. I think it's the best. BTC, I want you to make a prediction right now. How big are your 5 personal best bass that you catch? What are they going to weigh?
On Wednesday?
Yes. This is where you have to start throwing out that energy. See, I want you to start throwing out positive energy.
I'm trying, man.
Believe. No, I don't feel like you are.
Fucking trying.
Ken, is he trying? How's he doing? No, Ken, he's not doing it. He's not doing
well, the last 2 times I went out, I went to Florida. And
See?
I accomplished what I wanted to.
Okay. All right.
And
That's
then,
good.
you know, Wednesday, and it's kind of sucked dick. And so did yesterday or whenever I went.
Devin Willis says you're going to have 12 pounds.
12 pounds. You're going to be 12-pound Tom Nee.
That's it.
BTC is going to occupy. He's going to beat 12-pound Tom Nee by ounces. It's going to be amazing. Will you be able to weigh your fish on Wednesday? I don't want any estimates.
You don't want estimates?
No, I want real weight. Are you going to have a bubble on the boat? All right. What do you think the top 5?
I'm not bringing a scale either.
All right. So do they have a scale? Do they weigh their fish when they're fun fishing?
I don't know.
Nah, they'll just eyeball them and say, "That's a 4-pounder."
Yeah. Like eyeball. Yeah.
Right. Oh,
yeah. So we don't need to weigh them. I mean, it's either going to be a successful venture or it's going to be some bullshit.
What would make it a successful venture for you on Wednesday? I'm curious how you're.
I can go out there and wind on them like everybody else has. If some other shit's happening.
Ken, do you see what I'm dealing with here?
Why do you make Eric? I'm beginning to think it's you. Apparently, you make. maybe it's time to look in the mirror.
Say it again. I got a wardrobe change too.
Maybe it's time to look in the mirror.
Devin Willis said BTC gonna whine on him.
All right, that was great. That is the most devastating comment. Devin Willis, you just won.
That's so good. That's so good, man.
Devin, you won. Meet me at the ramp on Wednesday. You bastard.
That's awesome.
That's a good one, man.
That's hands down. That's hands down the bad comment of the night.
There
Eric,
it is.
you need another wardrobe change?
No, I'm out. I could do one more, but it would be wearing something that I've already shown on the show.
Something wildly inappropriate and probably not viable for men. But
it involves nail polish.
I was just going to say that here you are, obviously you make Travis Manson crazy and you make Brian the Carpenter crazy. And they're two of the most reasonable, normal people I know.
Uh-huh.
So it must be you.
I think it is. I'm going to look in the mirror tonight. I'm going to have a conversation with myself, and I'm going to say, man, I just need to bring more peace and serenity to BTC and Travis Manson.
Was it Socrates or Aristotle who said the unexamined life is not worth living?
It's true. I think about that all the time.
There you go.
I don't. You say that again. Say that again one more time.
The unexamined life is not worth living.
I think that's brilliant. And the wise man. What did somebody else say? The wise man contemplates his death often. That's why I asked, how many spawns do you think I have left? Ken, you never answered the question.
I did answer the question. I said it's up to you.
But no, what I meant to say was, how many bass spawns do I have left? Not me spawning.
Oh, okay. That's not the way you phrased the question.
Fair.
In fairness, it's not the way you phrased the question.
Do humans spawn, Ken? You're the host.
You're lucky.
You've been
Why do you think they call it getting
once a year? Once a year if they're lucky?
Fuck that.
No, I would call that very unlucky.
Same.
Okay.
Right?
It's not a question. See, you and I are the same age, Eric.
Yes.
We've determined we're just a few months apart in age.
Yes.
And I think that if we're lucky, we have another 12, 13, 14 spawns left where we can actually get out there and do it.
That's humbling. If you think about it.
Do you think I'm wrong?
No, I don't.
And I
put me at 75.
And on bad days, I wonder if it'll be that many.
Yeah. Ken? BTC, what do you got to say about that?
Where we go, sign?
There it is. There it is. Classic BTC. See, Ken? See what we're working with here? Damn you, BTC. This was the penultimate moment.
When I asked Brian to do the show with me, a year and a half ago, when I asked Brian, or almost 2 years ago now, I asked Brian to do the show with me. He said he'd think about it. Sometimes on the show, I think, he's still considering it. He's not committed yet.
I thought I was out, man. I thought I was out. I was looking forward to it. There was a peace that came over me when the reality hit that, oh shit,
I'm out.
I'm out.
I remember
it's
talking to BTC about it.
I'm gonna miss a lot of this, but I'm gonna go back to my previous life.
I'm gonna fish again.
I'm gonna get to fish again.
Oh,
things are gonna get simpler. I don't need social media.
I don't know if anybody else has enjoyed the show, but I sure am. I feel like I'm now just watching the show. This is very good. You guys are brilliant together. You guys are brilliant together. You really are. It's marvelous. There's a dynamic between you two which can't be recreated any other way, unless you spawn together.
You're making fun of us right now.
We're being mocked. Help! We're being mocked.
We are.
No, you're not being mocked. I'm being honest. I'm being authentic. I love it. It's brilliant. It's comedy at its best. The timing is there. The two different styles of humor. How you guys come up with these instant thoughts is incredible to me.
That's all BTC. That's we were good friends before we started this thing, and I had always wanted to do something like a podcast with him, and I was honored when he said he'd do it.
You guys got it going on, man. We just need more eyeballs and more growth in the channel. You're there. You're on the precipice of success. You're standing on the doorstep. You're right there.
Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. Pinky.
Yes. It's kind of like that, isn't it? Right?
We got the blue crystal meth.
You do. No question, man. Yeah.
That's why we're called bad, as in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, buddy. See, Brian, you can't beat that name. Keep thinking.
Anybody want to buy some blue crystal meth?
Keep thinking. No, we don't talk about that on this show. It's not a drug show. They were just referring to the show Bad, Breaking Bad.
The best television series of all time. How about that?
I would say so. Yeah. Did you watch The Wire out of
I
Baltimore?
watched the first season of The Wire, and I need to go back and start again.
Did you watch Barbed Wire?
I don't know.
Eric, you dirty bastard. You dirty bastard.
I'm just laughing at you because only your brain would do that.
You know what I'm talking about. You
once
dirty,
again,
dirty
it
bastard.
caught me off guard. Caught me off guard.
Guilty.
I'm not ready for you guys. I can't hang with it. You guys are too
Starring
quick.
a very young.
You're very quick. I need to hone. Like, if I get into the rhythm of the conversation with you, I feel like I can add like some of those jokes, but it's hard.
What are you talking about? I can't keep up with you.
No way. No way.
I got a trivia question for your audience, and I don't know if you have a prize for it, Eric, but who is the only person? Who is the only person to serve as a guest host on Bass After Dark?
I got to think about your shows here. Lyra and Epic Eric thinking about docking with Ken right now.
Diggs got it. Diggs
right out of the gate. Look at these guys. All these guys tune in.
I think docking is like some gay shit. So
believe me, I caught that,
right.
Brian. Thank you for explicitly pointing that out.
Well, just saying. It might not. Everybody might not know that, but that's some gay shit. For those who don't know,
Sean Lai is one of my favorite.
Later at 64, he knows a lot about it.
Sean Lai is great.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about that gay shit.
He's come on our show before. Clearly, I've lost control of the show at this point. I don't know what to do, Ken.
It's Travis's algorithm. We're good.
Now
we're playing with house money tonight, Ken.
We truly are.
Now
we can say all the shit that we can't say on our own show.
Oh, thank God! Finally.
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
We're on a free roll.
BDC.
This is Bass After Dark without the burdens of Bass After Dark.
That's right.
What? Because you would disappoint your sponsors? Are you beholden to
it's like
sponsors?
This is like Pat Renwick when he started doing that show with Fighter and Robertson.
Yeah.
And then he started cursing and like acting all out of character.
Yeah.
It wasn't his reputation anymore he was gambling with.
Yeah. Yeah, we've kept it kind of real on this show, I feel like, right?
Just saying.
I didn't watch any of those episodes. Were they good?
I have no idea.
What happened to it?
Don't know.
It was the proper Bassin Man, right? Sponsored by Tin Cup. Right?
I didn't see it.
Neither did
We
I.
need drunk Travis. Didn't Bad do Gay for Pay with Kyle Patrick one time?
Oh no.
Kyle crashed our show naked.
No. Really?
Yeah.
That must have been uncomfortable.
Only for
He looked pretty comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, good. That's good.
He was in bed.
Yeah.
He had the covers up, but he was shirtless and who knows what else.
In commando.
He might have been naked. We don't know.
You just imagined it. You couldn't unsee it.
It's okay because Bass After Dark is a pants optional show.
Aren't they all?
And somebody was talking about merch earlier. Probably we're gonna probably launch with the BTC P Cup.
Yes.
I think a ripping and tearing line is in order.
Only because the BTC P Cup only requires 4 letters for the name.
That'd be pretty good. BTC P Cup.
Yeah.
Good one, Ken.
Hey, listen, if you do a podcast, you should have a P Cup.
Right?
If you do a lot of on the road driving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair.
You should probably have a rubber chicken, a rat, and a P Cup.
What's the purpose of the rubber chicken? Rats for company, moral support.
The rat is chicken is sound effect. You don't want to hear it.
I do want to hear it. Brian, go for it. Give me a loud one. The chicken. Oh, he's filling it up. That's pretty loud.
Is that loud?
Do the softer ones now.
And that wasn't even the chicken. So
Brian, try to get the chicken to say something.
You guys should follow Mr. Chicken on Instagram. Sings a lot of songs. I got several chickens here. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me get the whole gang.
I like how he said no. Did he say no?
probably that
Probably.
chicken. No doubt that chicken has begged for mercy many times.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Larad. Don't choke it, BTC. Oh my god. It's just terrible. Where does he get all these chickens from?
He's got 3 or 4 or 5 of them. He keeps one in his boat at all times.
I remember the yellow one.
Yeah, I think one.
Yeah, he's got one on the motor.
Yeah, he's
right?
got one. Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere on the boat. Yeah. Yeah. Sean Lie. WTF is going on? Various animal calls. Here we go. Is that the OG chicken? Oh, now he's wearing the Crocodile Dundee hat.
Please welcome Brian the Carpenter back to the show.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. We have Santa chicken
Okay.
and this chicken. That chicken. We got mega chicken. And the OG. Hold on, folks.
Yeah, the OG. I'm waiting for the OG chicken.
The OG rides, bro.
Look at there it is.
There it is. The yellow one you mentioned, Eve.
Yes, on the motor.
Come on, get up there.
Get up there.
That's the big fish cock. Just squeeze the big fish cock. And those are
Oh, so if you catch a big one, you squeeze the big fish.
just squeeze the cock.
Okay.
Brian Kirchhoff had a fish whistle, and Brian the Carpenter has the fish chicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
A squeeze me chicken.
A squeeze me chicken. I like it.
Oh, Alan Keithy, Pinhook Fishing says, sounds like Travis when he loses a fish. Ouch.
Oh no. It's I bring them when I do the youth tournaments with the little kids. Sometimes
Yeah.
they ain't biting,
Yeah.
some chickens. Hey guys, I got a couple extra chickens back here.
All right. I can dig it.
Entertains children's.
Ken, when is the next time you're going fishing, my friend?
I will probably try to get out there one day this weekend and at least hit some ponds around here. I'm not going to have a chance to do anything too serious, but I want to do that. And I learned from my last
you
trip on the
went
road.
fishing. When's the last time you went fishing?
Seriously, it's been too long, way too long.
Okay. Do you bring a rod with you other than
When you go fishing.
yes?
My boat hasn't been out of the garage in several years, unfortunately.
What?
But I go
Really?
fish with other people.
Okay, gotcha,
Anyway.
gotcha.
Well, on the last trip to Lake Norman, there was a beautiful little pond that I could see from the hotel window, and it made me
What?
realize I have got to travel. I got to bring a travel rod from now on. So
You
I'm
have
going to be
to.
doing that. Yeah,
That's
I
good.
think
That's-
some, fuel finesse baits. I hate to say it, but I'd bring some Senkos, some slider worms, stuff like that.
Yeah, perfect. BTC, send me that picture. Where's that from? I like that picture.
It's a good picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it my screensaver.
Can we roll out to this picture?
I think we should. BTC, show us that picture again. And then snap us off one at a time. You've had 10 minutes. I want a dark thoughts. All right. I want a dark thoughts. You're geared up. You got your chickens with you. We've talked about some topics. You've had more than 10 minutes to think of something. Ken did the intro. You got to do me the outro. All right, BTC, snap off.
Oh, wait. Who gets to shut the show off?
I do. I control it.
Well, yeah,
I'll
how do you
be
know
here
when I'm done
lurking.
talking?
Because I'll be watching.
That's bullshit.
It's true. You've got to do it.
I didn't sign up for this.
Ken Duke, can you hang on, Ken Duke? Can you hang on? Do a little wrap up afterwards.
Oh,
Well, no.
You know, the show after the show. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
We won't go long. We won't go long. All right, BTC. You got to snap. You got to snap. You get to pick who you snap off first. Is it Ken Duke or is it me? Your pick. You have the con. Who is it though? Yeah, I can't tell you you're pointing to. It looked like he's pointing to me, Ken.
I don't know who he's pointing to either. He has.
All right, go ahead. BTC. Who's next?
What do you want me to talk about?
You got it. The topic. This is
I got
free
nothing.
form. Come on, man. Come on, post up. Ken's still backstage. We're waiting for you.
Did I make you act?
Do what now?
Did I make you act?
No, this is a dark thoughts moment.
Okay.
This is perfect for you, dude. You're in your mode right now. Dark thoughts. I think he's naked. I think he's naked. Is he naked? Nah, wasn't me. Nah, wasn't me. Welcome to the Dark Thoughts from Smallmouth Crush.
Well, did you guys know? Did you guys know King Charles is a direct descendant of Vlad the Impaler? Me either. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys next week. Or I won't.